Yo, what is up everybody? Today we're going to be doing some more of the Kageboushi playthrough. I'm really excited for today. I kind of get the feeling that we're definitely going to be reading for some fun stuff. I don't really know what we're going to be reading because, yeah, last time we were reading some stuff about Akasaka, how he actually got into the investigation of Hinamizawa, and also some stuff about Tomoe and Madoka as well. It was actually really quite interesting to see some, some stuff about Madoka. We've never actually learnt about her before, but yeah, I wonder what we're going to read today. Yeah, oh god, it started at Angel Mort, didn't it? Oh my god, I sound excited. No, let's just say I'm scared. Right, yeah, on the same day, Kakiuchi City. Oh boy. I see. Hang on a second, you've got to be kidding me. Has she investigated something, Angel Mort? I understand your concerns now. Oh, who's this going to be with? After downing the remains of her now lukewarm coffee, she was better than me now. Looks up at me from across the table. Her brow seemed furrowed. No, it definitely was, but since I knew why, I pretended not to see. Oh, it's Akasaka. Why are they going into Angel Mort? They could go anywhere, and yeah, they go to Angel Mort. That's just kind of sad. I apologize for the trouble. I know how busy you are right now. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Normally, the best course of action would have been to conduct the investigation from the nearest neighbouring town of Okinomiya, but given the circumstances, yeah, I think it's definitely impossible. I mean, God, there would be carnage if the police were actually investigating this. I just kind of get the impression that, yeah, a lot of bad things would happen. Oh, a couple of days after Oisan and I met up, we visited Okinomiya in order to conduct our investigation. Unfortunately, Okinomiya was still in a state of disarray in the wake of the disaster. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. So it was impossible for us to obtain any accurate information. Yeah. People must have been stressed and they must have not had any will to cooperate with the police, much less anything related to our investigation. Conversely, all we reached was ardent opposition from those who we questioned. Yeah. Not only was it the locals, but all of the disaster relief workers we encountered treated us with disdain. Oh, which further complicated our... Oh god, that must be quite tricky, yeah. So you really aren't going to get much out of going to Okinomiya. So after consulting with Voice-san, we decided to refocus our efforts onto Kakiuchi City. Yeah, it's actually... Oh, you are so naive. It's because you're there! But why cross over to another prefecture entirely? Why Kakiuchi City? Yeah, that is actually fair enough though, I agree. Not to say it was wrong for you to do so, but there must be a couple of places that are closer to Shishibone City. Yeah, there are plenty. Right, interesting. But after the dam conflict 5 years ago, more families from Hinamizawa have moved back to Kakiuchi than any other city. That's actually really quite good, yeah. Not just that, but the people of that city seem to have less interest in the disaster compared to the other prefectures. That's really quite good. If people have less interest, then they're probably... I mean, it's really quite unlikely that anybody is actually going to get questioned unless they're from Hinamizawa. Maybe if they have less interest, yeah, they're going to be more willing to cooperate. I'd hope so.
What
do you mean by that?
つまりですね。
What he means is...
この町のように安定した都市部に住んでいる人たちなら、
Oh, yeah, that's actually fair
他と比べて
enough,
も
yeah.
理性的な応対が望めるかと考えたのです。
What he means is these people are living in a much more stable environment, so we believe they'll likely be easier to work with than the people from towns closer to the
タ
disaster.
タリに対する不信が強いと
Yeah, I
どうして
agree.
も
Yeah.
情報提供に二の足を踏んでしまいますからね。
People with a strong fear of the curse are far less likely to cooperate with our investigation.
は
That's
あ、
how it
そうい
is.
うものなんですか。
Yeah.
それにもしもこの災害の背後で組織だった政治的陰謀が本当に動いているとすれば、
Oh yeah, fair enough actually.
厳重
Yeah.
な情報封鎖と
Yeah, so if this is a place that's really quite far from
Kanko-re
where the
ga
actual incident has happened, then I suppose the chances of people not only finding out, but secondly, people, taking any action, it's going to be a lot. It's really going to be significantly reduced. Besides, if this disaster was actually part of a greater political conspiracy, there's always the chance that they've already taken control of the narrative and placed a gag order on anybody who may know valuable information. Yeah. By the way, I think I might move my mic closer. I'm really tired today, so yeah, I'm not going to be speaking that loud.
だとすれば、いずれこの町にも
Oh,
その
yeah,
影響が
yeah,
及んで
definitely, yeah.
捜査がやりにくくなるかもしれない。
If that happens to be true, it's only a matter of time before those effects spread to this city and complicate our investigation even further. Yeah, you really hope it doesn't, but at the same time, I kind of get the impression if doom and gloom happens here, if loads of people die as a result of, Hinamizawa syndrome, then yeah, that's going to be a really quite bad, event. So we'd like to get this started as soon as possible. Yeah, fair. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
すみません。お気を悪くされるかもしれませんが。
Oh, we're told of her head. She's been said to Mina. I carefully pondered her words before speaking again.
自分は刑事課の人間なので、公安の方の特に
Oh.
政治レベルの捜査をお手伝いするの
Oh
は
crap.
筋が違うかと思います。
Well, that's actually really quite bad. I'm a member of the Criminal Investigations Unit, so I don't think I'm qualified to assist in matters of public safety, much less know anything about how to go about investigating political conspiracies.
そもそも話が大きすぎて、いきなり理解するのは
Yeah,
い
that's
ささ
actually
か。
fair enough. Yeah, I mean it's not your average day where an entire village is just imploded by gas. Even if I did, the story seems so well that I have a hard time keeping up with what you're saying. Oh right.
そうですね。
Yeah.
それに自分の職務は犯罪事件を捜査することであって、
Oh.
犯罪自体の存在の有無
Oh
を
yeah,
確
that's
かめ
actually
ること
fair
ではありま
enough.
せん。
Yeah. So I suppose if Akasaka and Oishi did actually have concrete evidence that a crime did happen in the first place, I suppose she could have investigated the criminal offence that has actually happened. And besides, as part of the Criminal Investigations Unit, my job is to investigate criminal offences, not figure out whether a crime happened in the first place.
その点はどうかご理
So
解く
please
ださ
keep
い。
that in mind.
失礼しました。
Sorry for bringing this up
つ
then.
い気持ちがせいてしまって。
Oh, seems like I let my feelings get the best of me here. That's fair enough. I mean, he is really quite passionate about, solving this investigation. It's... Oh, I got a little carried away and taken us off topic, so I cleared my throat while trying to pull myself together. By the way, I'm actually really quite surprised that these people can discuss something this important in a cafe like this. I mean, what if anybody would be listening in? I mean, it would be really coincidental if somebody with, actual significance to this matter listened in, but the chances are not zero, they're never zero. For example, you remember when Nena sort of discovered Nina's true intentions? Yeah, that could be like, I don't know, for example, someone evil, and then the police officer's just discussing this. She respected Mina's opinions weren't conservative but reasonable. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Just because I discussed the possibility of a conspiracy surrounding the gas disaster in another town doesn't mean that they can follow up on it, especially when they don't even work in that prefecture. Yeah, fair. No, what we want to ask her is something else altogether. Oh.
ともいちゃんには少し前に看護師衝殺事件の件でご協力お願いしましたよね。
I asked for your help a while back regarding the investigation into that nurse's
あの件について何か分かりました
Did you learn anything
か
about that? Oh, I wonder.
ええ、少し
Yes,
は
a little.
それが
What about it? I wonder if she's actually learned that the records could have potentially
今回の一
been...
件
Sorry,
は
that
それとも
yeah,
大
things
き
could
く
be
関わって
potentially
いる
fake.
んです
It's
よ。
heavily related to this current case. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
4年前からひなみ沢村では親代様のたたりと言われる殺人事件
Yeah,
が
yeah, definitely.
毎年起きているんですが、あの衝殺事件もその一連だと私は睨んでいます。
He's thinking everything they want him to think. Mysterious murder incidents perpetrated... Perpetrated? Yeah. Perpetrated to be the work of Oyashiro-sama's curse. Oh, yeah, have happened in Inamazawa village for 4 years in a row, and I'm thinking that that burning case is another example. Yeah, fair.
そしてあのたたりの数日
Yeah,
後
yeah,
に
definitely. It's a
大
little bit of
災
a
害が起
coincidence,
こ
that
っ
isn't
て
it?
村人全員が亡くなった。
And a few days after the curse took place, a massive disaster occurred that killed everyone in the village. Yeah, yeah, it is really quite coincidental.
警部
That.
が立ち会われた事件と私たちが調べようとしている親代様のたたりによる大災害
The incident you were present for and the catastrophic disaster supposedly caused by the curse of Oyashiro-sama we're trying to investigate.
偶然にしては時系列が並びすぎ
Yeah,
て
interesting that he thinks that because that is a very good starting point. Yeah.
ですからこの2つの件では共同で捜査を行う方が
Oh yeah,
お
nice.
互いにとっていろいろと都合がいいかと思います
Therefore, I think it would be beneficial for both parties if we conducted a joint investigation into these two cases.
なるほど。
I see. She was said to Mina laced her fingers and pressed them against her chin in contemplation. Laced her fingers. then while gazing at her now empty cup of coffee, she broke her silence.
自分もあの事件にはどうにも引っかかるものを感じておりました。
You know, that incident has been weighing on my mind for some time now.
その背後にあるものがひなみ沢村のたたりにまつわる可能性があるというのならば、その正体を暴くことは例の衝殺事件に
If
関す
anything,
る
it will
手が
provide
かりに
the
なるかも
biggest
しれ
clues
な
that
い。
you can need. You can require even. If the true culprit behind the cousin Hina Mizawa is also involved in that great disaster, then ascertaining the truth behind everything you've told me may also provide valuable clues to solving the burn corpse incident. Yeah, I couldn't agree more because it will. I really wonder what would have happened if I read this story, like when I actually was supposed to after Miyakashi. I think that would have been really quite interesting just to see what I would have made of all of these things back then.
"その意味での共同捜査は自分にとっても
Yeah, that's
悪
actually
く
really
ないお
quite good.
話で
Yeah,
す。
when you put it that way, a joint investigation doesn't seem like a bad deal to me.
そう言ってもらえると助かります
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, she's a really good police officer. Yeah, of course it was. I'm glad to hear you say that. Your assistant would save us a lot of trouble.
それに
Besides, Oisan and I are outsiders, you could say. Oh, yeah. Gathering information on whoever lives in this town and what's around the area, just based on data compiled in official documents, has its setbacks.
私たちには残念ながら
Yeah, we are too familiar with this area, unfortunately.
郷に
Oh
行
yeah,
って
that is actually really
は
quite
例えではあり
convenient.
ませんが
Yeah. So
そ
you
の状
have
態で
basically
見
a
当もなく
local
むやみに捜査を
that
行って
you
も
can just get everything
本
from.
来求めるべき正確な情報をつかむことは難しいでしょう
I wouldn't exactly say we're heading into uncharted waters. Oh god, yeah, definitely not. But I'm sure we won't get the accurate information we're looking for if we recklessly start investigating as we are now. Yeah, definitely. I don't really think they're recklessly starting at the moment, but yeah, they're still... They need, they need to be approachable and they need to know the area. And yeah, they need Tomoe's help, basically. That's true.
それにこの町の人は割と淡白な傾向ですから、普通に聞き込みをしても有効な回答を得るのは結構骨が折れると思います。
Oh my god, that's actually going to be really quite hard for them. Trust me, I know the people in this town tend to be indifferent about what happens around here, but so if you don't ask the right questions, getting the information you want will be pretty much like pulling teeth. That is insane. So that is going to be so difficult. So these people they definitely do not sound easy whatsoever. And yeah, they definitely sound like, if you knew them, if you knew which questions to ask and how to obviously ask the right questions, I mean, obviously you would slip up sometimes, but you wouldn't, but the chance of slipping up would be lower. Yeah, investigating such a tight-knit community like Hinamizawa is huge a problem for, oh, I wasn't right. People are fiercely loyal to each other. Above all, oh yeah, definitely, they're not going to give information away, even if it means getting their right arm cut off. Well, that's not exactly the phrase, but yeah, they give their right arms rather than giving any information out. Which severely limits the amount of information we're able to gather there. Yeah. But on the other hand, the atmosphere in the newly founded communities also has its own issues. When people feel completely indifferent towards their neighbours, they might not pay enough attention to even know anything meaningful information in the first place. Oh yeah, fair. Yeah. There have been plenty of times where information gained from each witness is very ambiguous, and in some cases even inaccurate. That would be really quite interesting, yeah.
あと、よそ者の刑事が好き勝手に捜査を行えば、そちらの刑事課さんにとってもいろいろと問題があるかと思います。
And if people think that we're just a couple of outside police officers sticking our noses into their business, it could pose problems for the local detectives as well. Yeah, I agree.
ですから、まずは警部にご了解と、できればご協力もお願いしたいと考えた次第なんです。
Therefore, we would like to formally request your agreement, and if at all, your cooperation, Chief Inspector.
なるほど。
I see.
うちも一家はともかく、二課は口やかましい人が多いので、お二人の捜査に難癖をつけることがあるかもしれませんね。
In the first division aside, there are plenty of people in the second division that might find countless reasons to object to your investigation.
それについては私の方で何とかします。
Oh, that's actually really quite good, but you can leave all of them to me.
助かります。
Damn, we're in your debt. Yeah, fair enough.
とは言っても、例の事件はお隣の県警さんの管轄ですから。
Oh, however, the case you're referring to is actually under the jurisdiction of the neighbouring prefecture's police.
所長黙認とはいえ、自分の方で越権行為を働いたことが後々問題になれば、逆に大石さんたちにもご迷惑をおかけするかもしれませんよ。
Even with tacit approval from the chief, If my own overstepping of authority causes problems, it could be a nuisance to the two of you down the line instead. Couldn't it? Well, that's actually fair enough, yeah. It would look very bad on them. If, you know, I suppose the wider opinion of the whole police force, actually, especially the divisions, the first and second one, if they believe that they were at fault, then yeah, that would be really quite bad.
まあそのあたりは杓子定規に考えないで、広域捜査の一環ってことでお願いしますよ。
That's actually fair enough. I mean, she is very, very rational and she is very sensible, but at the same time, yeah, she really just sounds like somebody that, you know, she will do her job to a standard that, you know, mimics perfection. Well, don't think that strictly. Don't think of that strictly by the book, and consider it a part of a wide area investigation instead. Yeah.
ともいちゃんは腐っても警察庁の広域捜査官の肩書きをお持ちなんでしょう。
Even if your skills have dulled. That's not a very nice thing to say, but like, you're still certified by the National Police Agency as a wide area investigator, right? Oh, brilliant, so she can use that to her advantage entirely.
ちょいと口添えをいただけるだけで大助かりなんですがね。
Oh, nice, so even if all you do was put in a good word for our investigation, that would be a big help.
腐ってもってのが一言余計です。
Yeah, definitely, yeah, I think the word dull was uncalled for. No, I agree! Unsurprisingly, it even said to me that I got irritated and pouted at Oi-san sitting next to me. Nevertheless, for a young member of the guerrilla group, she had a soft demeanour and not a hint of pride. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. I couldn't agree more. She really is just... She's the machine at this point. She's really cut out for this job. She really is.
わかりました。
Understood.
公安の警視直々と署長命令。それに
fair enough, yeah.
他ならぬ大石さんからの要請ですからね。
This is a personal request from the higher ups in public safety, and above all else, a request from Oi-san.
自分にできる限りの協力はさせていただきます。
That's actually really quite good, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I think it would be really unlikely for her not to cooperate, but yeah, she will. Of course she will. I'll cooperate with you as much as I can.
いやー、助かりますよ。
Oh my, what a great help.
ともいちゃんがいるといないとでは、この町での捜査活動の
yeah, fair
全
enough,
然
actually.
違ってきますから。
I mean, that must be really quite difficult. That would be so much more difficult without Tomoe. Like, not only do you have such a big investigation to do, but you have a town where, firstly, you know the people barely at all. You know your way around barely at all as well. And, yeah, asking questions would be really, really difficult. Just because you wouldn't know how to sort of appeal to these people. Unlike Tomoe would, I'd assume. I mean, obviously, that's not really... I'm thinking, I mean, that would only appealing to specific people. That would only apply to specific people. It wouldn't apply to everyone in Hinamizawa. But maybe there's some common traits that people from Hinamizawa share. I don't know, like some common ways to sort of, I don't know, provoke them. Obviously, get them into giving information, stuff like that. Really.
げさですよ。
You're exaggerating. Oh my god, I love it. I love that she can't even accept a compliment. Sorry, I can't.
それはいいんですがね。
Well, it's all well and good.
ただ
However.
ただ、
However.
だったらなんで
If that's the case.
こんなにも大事なお話をこんなところでやるん
Oh
ですか
my god, I know! Yeah, that is actually a really good question. Why would you choose to talk about such an important matter in this place?
真面目にやる気がないんでしたら自分はここで失礼しますよ。
If you're not going to take this seriously, then I'll be taking my leave right now. Okay, they need to come up with something to save this. But she actually has a really quite good point. I don't disagree. Tifa said to me that I kept her voice down, sticking to her professionalism, but held a hand at her forehead where a blue vein was emerging as she glared in race directly at me. Yeah, definitely. The location could be helped, but maybe it was a little unreasonable. Yeah, maybe go somewhere that doesn't look like it's taken straight out of a blooming porn, I don't know, thing. Like, Jesus Christ, man.
いや、私に言われましても。
Yeah, just try and explain. Even though the air conditioning was running at full capacity, it didn't stop the sweat from running down my forehead. Oh my god, I fucking hate it when that happens. Yeah, I wiped my face several times with a handkerchief. Even I, who took pride in the fact that I could tolerate nearly any situation, felt like having a complaint or two. Oh, to the one who brought us it. Oh wait, hang on a second, so that wasn't Akazaka, it was Oishi, of course it was Oishi! This is Angel Water Family Restaurant. Oh my god. Wow, so we actually got a... Dude, I'm really quite surprised. So this guy here, wow, he actually looks really quite interesting. I mean, is this guy going to be really quite significant, I wonder? Oh my god, I'm just so surprised we see a new person. A man stood in front of a man stood opposite Oishi-san, the Chief Yamaoki of Kageboushi Station. He was the one who told me it's a famous chain restaurant in Okinawa, but it also has a location in Kageboushi, and advised us to meet there. Oh right. However, after our brief greetings and introductions out front, at the moment I stepped into the store, I began to seriously regret the decision. Wait! Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. So Akazaka didn't... Akazaka didn't know! Most of the decor inside the store was your usual family restaurant fare, but aside from that, it was clearly not normal. First and foremost, the waitress's shocking costumes. It seemed like the cut was... I love that. It seems the cut was engineered to challenge the limits of ethics, and they were so clearly designed to attract that crowd of maybe. You have a wife, but like, okay, let's just not mention that. And the menu was shocking too. What? The menu was shocking? What? Wait, when it says lacy, what does it mean? Oh god, I'm probably going to regret this, aren't I? I'm getting clothes instead of... Yep, I don't think I could get less. And the majority of the customers in the store spent all their time staring at those two things. In other words, this table with 3 men and one career-orientated woman sitting together was drawing a lot of weird looks from the surroundings. Oh my god, yeah, fair enough, yeah. I mean, yeah, this cafe is one for degenerates that, let's be honest, have no morale and, yeah, probably go to prostitution, I don't know, buildings. This guy is fucking evil. I mean, to be fair, he wants to make money. I don't really the worst, I suppose. I don't know. If anything, maybe that's a little bit worse because he's literally deliberately refused to tell these people. Well, not really refused. He just deliberately hasn't told these people about the most important part of it. Just so that, you know, they may go there, have the increased chance of buying something. Three men, by the way? Why three? Why would there be three? There's only two. That's actually really quite funny though. That could potentially be really quite bad though. Oh my god. You're not only gonna have to explain this, but secondly, yeah, he's probably gonna have to justify the fact that, you know, they are causing it intention to happen, which, yeah, that's not very good. Well, Chief Inspector Minai, is this? You have got to be kidding me. Do not tell me he is going to respond like I think he is. Is he really going to try and make himself seem like a complete degenerate? Yeah, good. If it wasn't your first time, I'd be concerned. Yeah, isn't that obvious? Oh my gosh, you must be shocked. Is that a problem? Yeah. No, sorry. Yeah, Tomoe definitely doesn't sound like the person you want to get in trouble with and, you know, getting in any conflict with. I tried asking that to smooth over the tense atmosphere, but it seemed to have backfired. Oh my god, yeah, definitely. So I lower my head in shame. But even so, why should I have to be the one to apologize? And to be fair, Oishi could do a little bit more. Oh no! And then with timing that felt like pouring oil on the fire, a waitress walked over to my table. Thank you for waiting. Oh my god! No fucking. I mean, of course, Oishi did. Oh god! Oh, right here, right here. I'm waiting for this. That's for me. Oh, Yamaoki is actually there. I didn't realize that he was actually sitting there. Wait, hold on a second. I'm so confused. Wait, I completely misread stuff. Oh my god, I misinterpreted this so badly. So I thought Chief Yamaoki obviously could potentially be somebody that's in a really high rank. Kageboushi Station. I thought it meant train station. Dude, that is how you can tell I'm tired at the moment. Holy fuck. That's kind of sad. I love that Akasaki's just, he's actually trying to, you know, smooth over the atmosphere, and yet it's just not working whatsoever. But him lowering his head and shake, my god. I kind of get the impression that he's not been in many embarrassing situations before. And I mean, good, but at the same time, bad for this situation. Oh my god, a Yamaoki ordered it as well. I mean, I can, not, of course Oishi would, but like Yamaoki, I'm kind of surprised. It's just me, certainly. Yeah, oh my god, yeah. With no regard for the tense move, Oishi-san turned his attention towards the waitress, holding two massive parfait, damn. And Chief Yamaoki, sitting across from him, rose his hand to signal her. The employees must be trained to be attentive. The girl in the frilly dress, oh god. Appeared the two parfaits in front of them without breaking a smile, then continued to smile as she walked away. Oh yeah, fair enough, yeah. She was better than Mina, and I felt. Oh my god, I can imagine that. And they're probably, I wonder, I kind of get the impression that a lot of people in Angel Mall, they'll probably get like the nicest dessert, obviously the one that, you know, let's be honest, I can probably, I really don't want to say this, but get off to the most. Because you do have a lot of kamedas in Angel Mall, but like, yeah, probably eat the dessert and then look at the, you know, look at the waitresses. That's probably what a lot of them do. Creepy, too creepy.
いやいや、噂では聞いていましたが、柿内のエンジェルモートにはこんなスペシャルメニューがあるんですね。
Right, I'm scared. Well, I had heard rumors, but the kageboushi angel malt really does have a special menu.
これは確かに食べ応えがありそうですよ。
I just really can't tell by his corny laugh whether he is, you know, just he's being happy that they're filling, or you know, he's laughing about a little bit of a different concept. Oh my god, so is Yamaoki creepy as well? So he's actually being serious, he's not like sexualizing it or anything. That's good. It's not just the portion size, the taste is fantastic too. I was a little skeptical when I first heard about this place, but now I'm a regular customer. That is a little bit sad, but at the same time, if he's going there because he really likes the food, then fair enough. But if he likes the uniforms, then die. Oh, how wonderful. Let me give it a try. Oh, after saying that, Oyster grabbed his spoon and took a bite. Then, after a quick taste, he licked his lips and tapped his forehead. Oh, this fresh cream tastes so rich. That's cool. Oh, that must be nice. I wonder which flavour the ice cream is. And the ice cream is perfectly moist, but not too sweet, so it feels great and it melts in your mouth. Oh yeah, fair.
それに何より、この大きなイチゴがまたジューシーなことと言ったら。
My god, why is he literally shouting about this? And most importantly, the soyu strawberry looks so juicy.
こりゃ、そこいらの店で売ってるもんじゃありませんね。
They don't sell this variety at the shop in my area, do they? You can tell? Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. He can tell. Actually, I became curious enough to ask the store manager. Oh my god! Jesus Christ. This is a new item that originated in the Aichi prefecture. The best of the best manager apparently gets it through with his own special trade. Jesus Christ, how much demand does this have? The grains are also bigger and sweeter than usual, and apparently they're often used as gifts. I see. I just love how crazy Oishi is. Oh my god, Oishi, you are not going to Kakiyuchi every time you want a dessert. Wow, to finding such revolutionary food. I'm wondering if I need to expand my horizons. Fair enough. Yeah, of course, at my old age, it feels refreshing to try new things every day. Yeah, I mean, he kind of looks as if he's older than Oishi. I mean, I don't know. They're either in a really similar sort of age group, or maybe. Sometimes it's necessary to leap out of your comfort zone and into a new environment. Yeah, Akasaka, how could you not be enjoying Angel more? And Tomoe, obviously. Yeah, I love that they just completely dominated the conversation. You got Akasaka and Tomoe talking about completely work-related stuff, and then you have Oishi and Yamaoki talking about their love for desserts. I mean, at least they're not talking about the uniform. That's good. No, but hang on a second. I'm actually really quite surprised that Oishi can literally get his spoon, put it in somebody else's meal. And by the way, this person is, well, he's really quite high up. I mean, I don't know what he is in relation to Oishi. I mean, he can't be anything because he's chief of Kakiyuchi Station. But, like, yeah, he's still a chief. That's... No, I think that's the same rank as Oishi, actually. But, like, still, why would he do that? Why would he literally get his spoon that he ate stuff with and then dip it in somebody else's food? I mean, that is disgusting. I can imagine this dessert actually being nice, though, being serious here. I love that you could so take this out of context, but yeah, let's just not go there. I just love how exasperated she sounds. Oh my god. It's actually really funny getting somebody that is actually normal, taking them to Angel Mort, seeing how they react. Alright everyone, that's enough of that. I just love how little she has time for this shit. A deep, threatening voice echoed across Oi-san and Chief Yamaoki's bubbly conversation. I turned to the source of that voice in him. Immediately looked away! How frightening. Yeah, fair enough. What's wrong, Chief Inspector Minai? Did you want something? I don't think that is the case. That's not it. I know. I want to know why we have to discuss such an important matter in this store. I mean, fair enough. It is actually really confidential as well. Well, it's a delicate subject, so we're better off discussing somewhere outside the station. You understand, right? Yes, I get that. But I didn't think you meant a family restaurant. Isn't that obvious? Yeah, exactly, of course. Are you insane, Chief? It'd be 100 times better to discuss this at the station instead of this place filled with scantily clad people. Oh my god, yeah. Hell, don't you think irrationality has its limits? Sometimes. On a good day. Oh god. He doesn't even think irrationality has its limits, and yet he's a chief on a policing, on a policing community. That's just a little bit weird. Oh my god, your response is even more troubling. Yeah, seriously. Please consider the danger of discussing confidential information in a place like this. No, Tomoe-chan. Isn't there a thing that they always say? I mean, that's actually fair enough. Yeah, hiding the trees in the forest. No one would expect us to have a discussion in a place like this, right? I mean, true, but what if people don't expect it, and then they find somebody that does expect to hear something like it, and then they tell them everything, for example? I don't know. Maybe that could happen. It's really unlikely, though. I mean, it's so unlikely that they would have to get into that situation themselves. I don't really think it would happen the other way. That's actually really quite funny though. I mean, Tomoe is just like the one person that's... Not my work at all if the tree is a gaudy, fully decorated Christmas tree. Oh my god, that's so funny. That's actually a really quite good analogy. Did you know that Christmas is in 4 days? Well, 3 full days now, but like, that's really fucking cool. Briefing erratically is still struggling to restrain herself from shouting too much. Oh my god, she is mad. She was meant to be like verbally assaulted the two of them. Oh my god, yeah, definitely, yeah. Indeed, the parable was a strange thing to say, and then Chief Inspector Minai. He sounds like he's actually getting serious now. That's thoughtless of you to say. Really? Huh? Take a look around. Yeah. How many of the customers within vocal range interested in us? They will be if she keeps on shouting, to be fair, but like, yeah, I wonder if they are actually interested. After Yamaoki said that, I carefully surveyed the people around us, and surprisingly enough, they seemed so engrossed in their own conversations that they paid no heed to us around. That is really quite funny, but at the same time, that's good. The fact that these people were complete degenerates really will make this a lot more convenient. Yeah, moreover, the table that Chief Yamaoki selected for us was situated in a blind spot relative to the other seats. Yeah, nice. The table service wasn't visible at all. Brilliant. Most of the conversations around us were about the cakes and the waitresses' costumes, and they have strange accents and intonations. Yep, because people come from the entirety of fucking Japan here. Oh my god, they are figures. That is just sad. Yeah, this guy probably is sad enough to collect hentai figures, can't lie. What the fuck? Yeah, of course these people were men, by the way. What? There wasn't this. That wasn't listed anywhere in the original specifications. I just love how much of a nerd this guy sounds like. Yeah. ただ手に入れたのみで満足することなく、造形師の仕込んだ我々への挑戦を見事クリアしてこそ、フィギュアマスターへの道が開かれるのであります。Simply acquiring a figure is not enough. I always like doing this to indicate that somebody's a fucking nerd. The path of the figure master will only reveal itself to those who can overcome the challenges charged to us by the molding makers. その魔改造ぜひ見てみたいなり。Right, that devilish modification. Devilish. I'll do anything to see it. 隠された秘宝を皆で分け合うのは同志としての義務なりよ。Or isn't it your duty to share your hidden treasures with your compatriots? Compatriots! God, kill me. Yeah, definitely. Their meaningless conversations went on and on like that. Meaningless is a really good way of describing it. It obviously wasn't some cipher or code. So for the sake of my sanity, I'll pretend not to hear it. Yeah, I love that. Good. In any case, I could understand that Oi-san and Chief Yamaoki had given some proper thought to the situation when choosing the location. Yeah, it's actually really quite good, that. And of course they choose this location because they can get desserts they like, and they can... Oishi definitely would admire the uniform. I don't know about Yamaoki. I don't know much about him at all. At least that's what I told myself. However, even as a man, I had trouble enduring it. For a young woman not acquainted with such a world. Yeah, this place could be very well. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Well, those two truly the sort of people who could eat together comfortably here. Yeah. Oh, their head's just full of lead. Which was it? I think it's a bit of both, to be honest. Oh, I fucking hate accidentally flicking the one arrow key. I wonder how much he paid for the figure, because anime figures are usually really quite expensive. He probably paid 100 quid, let's be honest. Oh, well, in yen, obviously, but like, still. That's actually really quite funny that even Akazaka had trouble enduring it. But yeah, it's actually really... It's really unsurprising that he would. It's fair, he's normal. So Yamaoki definitely likes this place because he recommended it, so he's probably a creep.
おや、どうしましたか、赤坂警視。
Oh my, something wrong, Inspector Akazaka?
いや、別に。
No, not really.
すみませんね、
Sorry, Inspector
赤坂警視。うちの見ない警部はちょっと融通が利かないところがたまに傷でして。
No, she's just too normal for this place. She was the Mina here is a little inflexible, so she can be a fly in the ointment or
たま
something.
には世界を広げるためにもこういうところに連れ出すこと
To
も
be fair, that is
一つ
actually a fair
の
point. I mean, if
勉
he,
強かと思
I
うん
mean,
ですよ。
yeah,
私は。
I know. Of course, this is an excuse, but like still. That is actually a fair point now that you think about it, because I suppose if you study in new environments, then that means you can just, you know, gradually become more and more used to being in different places. So if in the event that she actually needs to be in a place like this, because let's say a crime has happened, she's not going to be so fucking creeped out, she may actually do something about it, because that could be very possible. I mean, crime happens in Kakuyuchi, maybe, I don't know, some sort of, sorry, Angel Mort, sorry, maybe some sort of murder happens, and then she's going to be the one that has to investigate it. Maybe her investigation... Why are they... If a murder has happened in Angel Mort, why are they going to be open while a police investigates a murder? A police officer investigates a murder. It makes no sense. Yeah.
こういう異世界で一体何を学ぶというんですか
Oh my god, yeah. What the hell can you learn from a place like that? I couldn't agree more. Like, what? The disgust of humanity? Oh god.
そりゃもちろん女性としての魅力は一体何かということ
Well,
に
what
つき
exactly the
ます
charm of a lady is, of course. Right.
これだけの男子諸君を引きつけてやまないもの。それはデザートが織りなす甘酸っぱい空間と色気いっぱいのウェイトレスの姿。
The thing that keeps all these boys coming back is the interweaving of the sweetness in the desserts with the spice of the colourful, sexy waitress outfits. The thing that keeps you from going to heaven is the fact that you have said things like that. What did I just say?
ともいちゃんもよーく見ておけば、いずれ好きな殿方ができた時にコロリッと落とす技がおのずと理解できるというものです。
Oh my god, that ending. You can just tell he was so enjoying saying that. Tomoe-chan, if you look closer, you can learn the technique that would be perfect for bringing a man to his knees once you find a guy you like. I think if Tomoe would learn anything like from this, it would be that if you bring a man to, you know, his knees by doing something, by dressing up as in an outfit like this, you are definitely going with the wrong man, let's be honest. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. He's agreeing. That's really just awful. My goodness, what Oishi-san says is exactly right. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Oh my god, Super Spender Midnight, you already have all the necessary ingredients. So you should refine that. Oh god.
血は争えないというさすが彼女のおね
Oh my god, somebody is getting a slap. You really can't fight blood, huh? Just what I would expect from us.
大石さん、この話はなかったことに。
Oh, son, let's pretend this conversation never happened.
失礼します。
Please excuse me. Oh my god, that is so funny. Wait, hang on a second. This could actually be really quite bad because when she says, let's pretend this conversation has never happened, does this mean they're not going to have any cooperation? Or does this mean that, you know, she just wants to piss off just because of how annoying these people are being and how fucking weird they're being as well. I find it really funny that she has no time for this. She will just go the second she doesn't like it. Oh my god, I just love how cheesy he puts this. It's so good. That is really quite funny though. So, obviously, you know, he knows the system as well, but like still. That is so funny. So I'm assuming this is saying like you really can't fight the way your features are. It's similar with your sister. I mean, yeah, I don't blame her for going the fuck out. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, Toto Akasaka, the only person that's actually making sense out of all these people. Wait, Chief Inspector Minai. Oh shit, she's actually left. Oh god. Oh yeah, yeah, good, yeah. Chief Inspector Minai left in a huff, so I raced out of the store after her. Oh yeah, good, good, good. Eventually managing to persuade her to calm down. Even so, I'll say it again. Yeah, oh my god, yeah, why should I be the one to do this? It's not fair. To be fair, he is actually the only one that can do it, because why is she going to listen to any sort of comfort from Oishi or, Lemon Y Yamaoki? Like, no way he would. And by the time we made it back to our table, the two parfaits were completely empty. That somehow doesn't surprise me. I wonder how big the two parfaits actually were. I'm assuming they're pretty big, knowing those two people. Oh, waitress. Excuse me, can I have another parfait? What? My goodness, Oishi-san, it's not uninspired to order the same old thing off the menu and simply eat it. What? No! Actually, don't tell the Chief Inspector about this, but there is a special service option. For example... Oh no. What the fuck? Oh no. Oh god. This could be a variety of things, let's just say that. Let's just put it simply. Do they really have such a service? No. Oh my god. Oh, me next. Let's do it. Then, please get caught by lemon. Wait, did they say that together? Wait. Why? Oishi-san to. So. To? As in and? What? Ichibi Yamaoki. Oh my god, that is so funny. He must just be looking. He's probably redder than, I don't know. Fucking. Somebody that's in 50-degree temperatures. That's actually really insane though, so without Akasaka's intervention, this investigation would have never happened. Oh my god, what the fuck is the special service option though? I'm really scared. I just love how enthusiastic he is. It's so funny. Just how much of a degenerate he is. Oh no, what did that service entail? That will have to be left to the imagination. But of course, seeing the way the two of them acted filled me with if it wasn't rumble. Oh my god. She was that to me now, wasn't it? Wait, I can't tell if she's... I thought she was just joking, but she sounds quite upset. Yeah. Oh, it's nothing. Oh, she's just really quite angry. She's really trying to hide her... sort of hide the will she has to go, like... Where's my webcam? Like that. Oh. Right, that's definitely a change of scenery. That was really quite sudden. Right, Akasaka and Tomoe are probably going to really have a hard job trying to persuade these degenerates to get out. Thursday, June 30th, 1982. The next day, the three of us were heading towards a certain place in Chief Inspector Minai's car. Oh. We were travelling towards Kageboushi service area, and the location where the nurse... Ooh, the location where the where Takonomiyo's burnt corpse was served medicines. That's actually really quite interesting. So it was at Kageboushi service area that it was first witnessed. So this is actually really quite different to the normal cases because it's a mountain in Gifu Prefecture that normally is there. The Kageboushi service area runs up the main highway near the prefectural border. Oh yeah, it's this area again. I remember this in, I think it wasn't somewhere, no, it was literally 2 days ago. 2 days ago feels so, so close and yet so far away, I don't know why. As we entered, I noticed a lot of vehicles parked in the vicinity. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's actually quite interesting. I wonder if some of them belong to the mountain gods. Isn't today a weekday?
そうですね。
Indeed.
今日は特にいっぱいのようですね。
Seems particularly crowded today.
あっちが空いたかな。
I wonder if that's an open spot over there. As soon as Mina caught a glimpse of an empty space, she carefully manoeuvred the car into the spot. Then she shut off the engine and used the radio to confirm our arrival at the Kageboushi service area. Oh, so it's this place, right? That's actually really quite surprising. This place looks so pleasant, and yet a fucking murder with a burnt corpse has happened. This looks really quite amazing. I mean, this is proper Japan. It really is. As I crawled out of the back seat, I could hear the roaring voice of the cicadas in every direction. Oh yeah, funny that. You know that we're getting close to the Hinamizawa because of that. And I could feel the sunlight burning my skin. Yep, probably that as well. The strong early morning sunshine was beating down on the asphalt, gradually heating the surrounding air. Oh, that's a nightmare.
お疲れ様でした。
Thank you for your assistance.
何か飲み物を買ってきま
Can
し
I
ょう
buy
か。
you a drink?
いえ、大丈
No,
夫
I'm
です。
fine.
それにしても
Anyway, there are a
たくさん
lot
の
of
人
people
が
here.
いま
Oh
す
yeah,
ね。
definitely, yeah. I attended the shops nearby and let out a sigh. Most of the people seem to be men dressed like truck drivers. Oh, but some also look like families. I was actually under the impression that it was a really quite empty area that the corpse was actually discovered in. I thought it was going to be in definitely a mountainous area, but yeah.
ここは上りも下りも大都市との中間地点に当たりますからね。
Yeah, if you go up or down the road from here, you'll reach the city. This is the midpoint between the
次
two
のサー
major
ビスエリア
cities.
まで結構ありますし、ちょうどいい小休止の場所になっているんです。
There are several other service areas, but this one is just a convenient location to take a break.
それに最近増築されて、
Oh, right.
食事処や案内所、ガソリンスタンドに 郵便ポストまであるんですよ。
It was recently expanded. Now it has a restaurant, an information booth, a gas station, and a post box. That's actually really quite good.
ポスト
A post box?
一体こんな場所で誰が
Yeah, but that is actually fair enough. Yeah, who would possibly use that in a place like this?
ちゃんと届くんですか
Would it even make it to a destination? Yeah, I mean, this is a really quite mountainous destination, and it's in the middle of a road as well.
さ
A
あ、
really
自
big
分もそれ
road.
は。
Well, I've never used it myself. By the way, this may be the first time I've actually seen Tomoe happy. Or, like, a smiley expression like
機
that.
会があったら今度試してみますよ。
Yeah, but if I get the chance, I'll try it next time. Oh, that is actually fair enough. That would be quite interesting just to see how the surface actually is. After saying that, she visited the Mina items of the buildings beside us. There was a red postbox there with the colour faded from the weather exposure. Oh god. Yeah, so if the colour's faded from the weather exposure, then I kind of get the impression that let's just say it's not the most cared for. Would her post really be... Well, would it not be forgotten about?
他にもここのスタンドはガソリン税の地域差で高速道路なのに隣の県よりも安いですから
Yeah,
ね。
fair. Besides, there are regional differences in the gas tax, so it's cheaper here than it is in the neighbouring prefecture. That's actually really quite nice.
ここ
Yeah.
から先はしばらく給油できるところもないし、下り方面からの利用客で結構賑わっています。
It's a long distance south of here before the next opportunity to refuel, so it's quite crowded with travellers heading that direction.
私も時々利用しますから。
Oh, I'll stop here too from time to time.
はそんなに違
Why
う
is
ん
it
です
really
か
that big difference? Yeah, I wonder.
ええ、リッター7円も。
Oh, damn. Yeah, it saves an extra 7 yen per litre.
なるほど
I think the average amount is like 20 litres, so that's 140 yen saved every time. How many? Oh, it's 0.89 euros. Right. Yes, it really isn't that much, but still. It's quite cool. That's actually really quite good though. That sounds surprisingly frugal. I wonder if I'm just living in luxurious like oh yeah, fair enough. I mean, that is so little though. Yeah, fair enough though, my god. But to be fair, he lives in the city, that's probably, I mean, yeah, he probably wouldn't have had things like that at all. And yeah, he'd probably be more accustomed to spending money that's, you know, in a lot more plentiful quantities just because of, you know, how much busier and how much more cities price things compared to, especially sort of, I mean, I wouldn't really call Kageboushi like a massive city, but, you know, obviously, because I could literally live in like the only mega city of Japan. So, yeah. There was a small wait, no, Osaka is a mega city as well. Oh, I don't know. Tokyo is a really big city though. That's my point. There was a small observatory standing on the edge of a cliff a short distance from the main buildings of the service area. Oh, right. The wire mesh guard rails at eye levels. Rails at eye level were unpleasant to look at, but I was able to see far off in the distance thanks to the high elevation overlooking on open space.
通報した会社員の話では、ここから山火事を発見したそうです。あそこの少し黒っぽくなっているところがその場所になります。
Slightly darker region. After saying that, Jim's the mean eye pointed to the base of a far-off mountain. Indeed, it looked a little out of place next to the surrounding greenery. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah, my god. Nonetheless, it looked like a black spot. It just looked like a black spot or a stain, unless you looked really close.
しかし、その目撃者はどうしてこの場所から火事の現場を見ることができたんでしょう。ここって自動販売機の置き場や手洗い所からも結構離れています。
The platform is rather far from the vending machines and the bathrooms, right? Suddenly turned my head away and looked up. The outside lights were a little far away and hard to see. Even though it's plenty bright in the daytime, you wouldn't be able to see anything around here in the middle of the night. No, definitely, but at the same time, the flames are very bright and they would have stuck out like a sore thumb. But despite all the trouble, why would somebody take the time to park in the parking lot and visit this observatory? Because they'd want to see the view at night, maybe? But at the same time, I do understand how he could potentially think that this may have some ill will to it.
Right. 自分もその疑問がありましたので尋ねてみました。それによると、用を足そうと手洗い所に掃除中だったので我慢ができずここまで来てとのことです。
Allegedly, the witness tried to go to the bathroom only to find it closed for cleaning, so they came up here to relieve themselves. To relieve themselves. Oh my god, hang on a second. I thought it said relieve themselves, you know, of the stress of the bathroom being closed. Oh god! Oh. That's true though. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit scary to think, but yeah, it's not impossible. And then maybe you're standing in chases about that right now, Tom. She is so easily provoked. It's so funny. Yeah. She was meant to me, I instantly reeled back with a confused expression and looked down at her feet. But as soon as she realised Oi-san was joking, and round her face flushed all the way to where it is, and she began to shout. I just love how easily provoked she is. It's so funny. Good grief! After letting out a sigh, I turned toward the shops. Am I just overthinking an ordinary psychological phenomenon? Yeah, still, a small feeling that something was out of place remained like a thorn in my side. It nestled in the back of my chest and wondered this a bit interesting. I wonder what. Well, all joking aside, yeah, they probably shouldn't be joking at, like, you know, a point as important as this, but at the same time, I think it's nice that they are. You know. Yeah, let's move on to the main subject. I think Akazuka's definitely voiced his concern. After a brief struggle when lighting a second cigarette, Oisan nonchalantly cut in. Yeah, after seeing that, she was said to Mina. I turned to face him with a slightly annoyed expression, then cleared her throat. She opened the black bag in her hands and pulled out a document.
まず先日大石さんから依頼のあったお隣の県警本部の鑑識報告が改ざんされていたかどうかの話ですが。
First of all, at Oisan's request, I checked whether the forensic report from the prefectural police headquarters was tampered with.
ほぼ9割以上間違いはなさそうです。
Yeah, good. I'm almost 90% confident there's no mistake in this.
その中のラベル07の資料を見て
Why is it 07? Can you take a look at the information in label 07? I took the files from her and carefully extracted the file with a clear 07 label on the front. What, is it like the 07th mod, guys? Inside I found a copy of Takonomiya's autopsy report written by the forensic team.
告発はしないとの約束で沢口署の松岡君が大石さんがおっしゃっていた鉛筆書きの資料以上に確実なやつを見せてくれました。
After promising Matsuoka-kun of Sawaguchi Station that I wouldn't make any indictments, he showed proof more definitive than the pencil marks Oishi-san brought up.
くしゃくしゃに丸めてくずかごに捨てられたものを彼がこっそり保管していたそうです。
Oh, he secretly kept this paper after it was crumpled up and thrown into the trash. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe there could be a spy at the Mountain Dogs that was actually tampering with key evidence. There were unique handwritten characters around the empty column. Among them, the two items were surrounded by large red marks. Discovery time estimated 24 hours after death. Yeah. And estimated time of death, June 18th, 10 o'clock. What happened on June 19th?
確かに日付が1日違っていますね。
Indeed, it's off by one day. Yep.
ただの書き損じではないんですか？
No. Couldn't that just be a transcription?
ゴミとして捨てられていた書類に証明能力はありませんが。
I disagree. A document that was thrown in the trash doesn't really hold up as evidence.
その報告書には担当者以外にその上司である主任、そして鑑識課長の捺印があります。
The document bears a stamp of not only the investigation lead, but also their supervisor and even the section chief.
書き損じの書類に責任長がハンコを押したりはしないと思います。
Yeah, easily. I don't think the people in charge would allow a document containing errors to make it that far up the chain of command. Yeah.
なるほど。
I see. Do you consider to mean I raised a valid point? Yeah, definitely. In other words, if the report before the rewrite was valid, then Astok no Mio, who was supposedly killed on June 19th, may have actually died on the day before June 18th. Yep.
しかし、高野美代は確かに
Yep.
19日の綿流しの当日、会場のあちこちで目撃されています。
However, eyewitnesses claim that they saw Astok no Mio at the Watanagasi festival on the
私も
19th.
境内の警戒中、2度ほどそ
Yeah,
の
I
姿を見
myself
かけま
saw
し
her
た。
twice while monitoring the premises.
じゃあ、私が見たのは彼女の幽霊。
Yeah, are you saying the woman I actually saw was a ghost?
あるいは焼殺されたのは
Yeah, yeah.
別人
Or
か。
maybe the person who was burned wasn't Takunomiya but
た
somebody
だし
else.
この可能性は非常に低そうです。
You investigate that because that is the truth, but she doesn't know it. That's the thing. However, that possibility seems very
歯の治
unlikely.
療後などで遺体は高
They
野美
faked
代
the
本
dental
人だ
records.
と
They got
断定
somebody
でき
with
ました。
exactly the same dental records to her.
でもそれって死亡推定時刻を改ざんした例の鑑識さんの見立てですよね。
But doesn't that mean it's the opinion of the forensic investigator who altered the estimated
だっ
time
た
of
ら
death?
少々信憑性の面では
Yeah, I think
心
that would hurt
もと
the
ないと思
credibility
い
of
ま
the
す
whole thing.
な。
Oh, I agree, yeah.
いえ、それにつきましては自分が直接確かめましたから
No, I
ほぼ
checked them
間
myself
違いないと
directly,
思いま
so
す。
I think there is no mistake.
沖宮の歯科医から取り寄せたカルテと照合してこれを
I compared the charts from the Okinomiya dentist. Take a look. After saying that, the chief inspector pulled out some photos and charts out of her bag. A bit of shock ran through me as I looked at the grotesque photograph. Oh my god, yeah, fair enough, yeah. But I could clearly see two treated cavities in the back row of teeth. And they perfectly match up with the locations listed in the dental records. Oh god, that is actually really quite coincidental. It's still faked.
では、渡流しの番にいた高野美代はやはり幽霊
Yeah, then the Takonomiya present on the night of the Watanagasi was a ghost after all.
なんて言いませんよ
It's not what
ね。
you're saying, is it? Yeah, exactly. You can never deny that.
まさかご冗談を。
No, of course not. Don't be ridiculous.
ただ死後硬直を遅らせる方法はいろいろとありますが早める方法はあまり考えられない。
However, while there are several ways to delay rigor mortis, I can't think of many ways to hasten it. Is that some sort of dental disease? Something that's been... It's a film? Oh, right. It's the 4th stage of death. Right. Oh. Oh, muscle tissue stiffens like right after death happens, and yeah, this just is a gradual process that happens throughout a few hours. Interesting. Didn't actually realise that. I so thought that it just really sounded like some sort of dentist like disease, especially with the really sort of, I don't know, the word thing that really sounds like something you'd see in Latin. That's actually really quite interesting though that they have exactly the same places for cavities. I mean, they really must have done their all to, you know, fake these dental records.
Desから1日のズレを作り出したトリックを暴き出すことができれば、犯人像を絞る大きな手がかりになると思います。
There's no trick. It's just simply they faked the dental records and then they burnt the person that obviously had a really quite similar figure to her in terms of skeleton structure. Boom. So I think we would gain a major clue towards narrowing down the culprit if we could identify the trick behind that one-day gap.
正式な管轄は沢口署になりますので、
oh yeah, fair. That's actually quite tricky, that.
この件では引き続き捜査を行うつもりです。
There are limits on what I can do since this case officially falls under Sawaguchi Station's jurisdiction, but I will do what I can to continue this investigation.
よろしくお願いします。
Thank you for your help. What? Oh, right. Just then I heard a ringing coming from Chief Inspector Minai's car, parked around the corner. She leaned her body in through the driver's side window and grabbed the receiver, then came back to us after exchanging a few words over the radio.
どうしました？
Did something happen?
はい、部下の藤田巡査部長からです。
Yes, that was my subordinate, Sergeant
柿内市に住む南沢村出身者を一通り確認できたとの報告でした。
He reported that we were able to confirm all of the former Hinamizawa residents in Kageboushi-hen.
これで最近10年以内に引っ越してきた
74, Jesus Christ, that's a lot.
全部裏が取れたみたいです。
Jesus Christ, so could you imagine a world like, what's it, Somi Utsushi's world? Could you imagine if all 74, because let's be honest, all 74 households are at risk of the syndrome. They are. God, it is actually really quite shocking just how many people that can potentially account for. Already? Yeah, it is actually really surprising. That was fast. Yeah, my eyes were open wide. I couldn't hide my surprise. Just said to me, I had a bit of a proud smile on her face. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, she can just really rub in how much of a good worker she is. Yeah, good for her, though.
所長はあんな感じでアンポンタンですが、うちの署の人間はみんな優秀なんです。
The chief is a bit of a nitwit. Oh my god, I think I have found a brilliant insult. So we have greenhorn, we have bigwig, and now we have nitwit. the thing I really love about Higurashi is they just have some of the most stupid words to use to insult people. The chief is a bit of a nitwit, but everyone else at my station is excellent. Oh, that's actually really quite good. So I'm sure with the entire station's cooperation, brilliant.
つい先月も本部長表彰をいただきましたから。
Wow. Just last month we received an award from the general manager. Oh, that's amazing.
それはすごい。
Part of what I thought was amazing and how proud Chief Inspector Minai was of her subordinates and colleagues. Oh yeah, and over herself. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. She is really selfless. She seemed truly happy to boast about her co-workers and environment rather than her own results and rewards. Yeah, it is actually really quite surprising. But at the same time, I suppose she is sort of boasting about her own results when you says, I mean, not intentionally, but you know, why are the co-workers so good? Because she's encouraged by the people at top, namely, you know, she's one of them.
それにしてもどうして柿内市にはひなみ沢の出身者がこんなにも多いのでしょう。
every single place that you could move to. Still though, why are there so many people who move from Hinamizawa to Kakiuchi City?
他の近隣の町と比べても
Yeah, I agree actually.
結構な数があって少し驚いたのですが。
Even compared to the other neighbouring towns, the number is a little surprising.
もともと柿内市は新興の住宅街ですから他地域からの流入が多いみたいです。
Kakiuchi City is a relatively young residential district, so it's apparently receiving a lot of inflows from other areas.
それに加えてやはり
Oh,
この
yeah,
高
fair
速道
enough,
路
yeah.
が
On
一
top of that, I
役
think the
買ってい
highway
る
is
と
a
思いま
major
す。
factor. Yeah. That really is quite a beautiful image, I like it. As cheap as better Minai saw it, migrant worker families and households who felt inconvenienced by country life had a lot of incentives to move to Kakiuchi City. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. And if anything, even if you feel really inconvenienced and still really like country scenery, look at this. This is some of the most beautiful country scenery you could have. I mean, look at how fucking picturesque this would be. By the way, are there any... Oh. First, the transportation network was good. Oh yeah, fair. The highway was well maintained, and the commuter rail line had many express stops, making it very easy to get home. Oh, that's actually really quite good, yeah. And on top of that, the land prices were rather reasonable. That's surprising, wow. Though it had been growing rapidly in recent years, it was still an emerging residential area, so it was easy for people on a somewhat stable income to live well, especially compared to the centre of a big city. Oh, yeah, fair enough, yeah. And then there was job security. Oh, in a city growing to become a commuter town, you'd hardly run into any problems finding work unless you were really strict about your profession and commuting distance. That's good, yeah. Thanks to all of that, it was a very attractive town for people living in Hinamizawa village. Yeah, still, when the investigation in Okinomiya fell apart and I had to find a backup candidate, this town was strictly the next logical choice. Yeah, it's actually really quite surprising that the backup that they put coincidentally has not only a really, really good investigator, but secondly, like, the best amount of Hinamizawa people here. So I never expected to find such an excellent collaborator here. It was truly encouraging. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
それじゃあ赤坂さん、早速そのリストを拝見しに参りましょうか。
Manga gamer preset. He looks so weird there. He looks like he just looks odd. Yeah, he looks best here. To be fair, I think Yukishi did do a really good job with the whole art-related things. His art style is really quite distinct. I don't really, some of them, no, to be honest, I don't really think, sometimes it doesn't really look the best, but you can't deny that. But it's really distinct, it's really unique. And you would never see anything else in any other game. Like, I mean, this art style here for the 07th mod, like, for these sprites, they are good, but you may see something, I don't know, it wouldn't really be surprising to me if, it's not really, an art style like this isn't really distinct to here. You probably see this in quite a lot of other games. But, like, with Yukishi's, it's just, you never see it anywhere else. It's really amazing, actually. Yukishi when the hands. Oh my god. I love Yukishi hands. I know that sounds really quite weird, but Yukishi's hands are genuinely the best things to ever exist. Satoko especially, I think she has probably the worst example. They just look so weird. Takano as well. Oh my god. This does sound like a really good place to live, Kakiuchi. It's really interesting that they say it's a commuting town. We can really see just how the effects of, you know, increased transport links and obviously infrastructure, stuff like that has really increased the amount of people that have actually been able to, you know, get stable jobs and have been able to use this as a transport hub, I suppose. We've seen that just in when we were actually investigating the Hatakeyama incident, like just how little people were there, how little people had actually been living in their houses for the entire day just because of, you know, them commuting to work and stuff like that. Not being at home whatsoever. Yes.
見ない警部。
Would you please?
了解しました。
Understood. I hope that this town, with its favourable conditions, would hold the key I needed to unlock everything. Oh my god, yes, same. Yeah. Oh, right, that was the end. Didn't expect that. Oh, that was actually really quite sudden. But, yeah. It's actually really quite funny that, like, the parts, like the Angel Mort scene and then this, they've ended really suddenly. Right, I wonder what we're going to see now. Well, it looks like it's definitely not something that dark. Oh, July 1st now. Right. I think I'm... Should I take a break? I kinda need to get a drink. Nah. Oh, I don't want to. I want to read on. Friday, July 1st, 1983. Then, the following day, based on the list provided by Kakiyuchi Station, Oishi-san and I began to investigate the Hinamizawa natives living in Kakiyuchi City. Oh! There were a total of 74 domestic families from Hinamizawa currently living in Kakiyuchi City. While there wasn't a lot, it still wouldn't be impossible to get through all of them in our short time. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, you could probably take... I mean, it would be very difficult, but you could probably get through all of them within, like, maybe 2 days at the very most. Maybe even 1 if you're playing your cards right. I don't know that. No, I think 3. 3's realistic. So, on Oisan's suggestion, we narrowed the list down to the households who relocated from Hinamizawa after the dam conflict began 5 years ago. We began our investigation from that. Oh yeah, fair enough, yeah. But that was still quite a few people. Oh yes, it doesn't surprise me. Thankfully, Chief Inspector Minai agreed to cooperate with the investigation. Oh, that's actually really quite good. So yeah, that is going to reduce the workload entirely, yeah. So that somewhat reduced the weight of the load. But it would still be a challenge to burn through the entire... Oh my god, yeah, definitely, yeah. To burn through it, I like that. Yeah, it's true, though. This is Umayado town, is it? I arrived in Umayado town. Uma? Is that horse? Where the subjects on the list were relatively concentrated. There was a large station nearby and an emerging residential area where they recently constructed a new shopping district. Oh. While exiting the station, I held a map in hand and searched for the target's house. I'm sure it's around here. Ooh! Could you imagine if she actually has Natsumi? That'd be really quite interesting. Umayado town. Umadayo. It's a horse. Umayado? It's a town! Umayado town apparently wasn't designed systematically, so the roads were complex. Oh. On top of that, the many similarly styled buildings made it hard to catch my bearings, so I could easily get lost if I got careless. Oh god, that's a nightmare. Oh. Just as I thought, my eyes stopped at a dead end, supporting my fears. Oh god, he has so much to get through as well, and yet this is what's happening. Oh my god, that must be so stressful. So I retraced my steps back to the main avenue. I saw 2 housewives holding supermarket bags walk past. I felt relieved when I saw them, and I decided to ask for directions. Oh yeah, nice one.
すみません。この辺りに畠山さんのお宅があるはずなんですが。
Interesting. Hang on a second. So it's July the 1st. Wasn't this? Wait, is this when he discovers the murder? Or that is if he discovers the murder. I'm looking for Hatakeyama-san's house. It should be around his. Huh? Oh, they're not talking with. Yeah, their smiles vanished and they made strange expressions as they looked around and stared at me. Even though I was a stranger, their reaction seemed unnatural.
ご存知ありませんか?
Do you know them?
畠山一馬さんのお宅を探しているんですが。
Hatakeyama-san's house. Oh, it was the old name. It was the name of an old man who moved from Hinamizawa to Amayado last year. After hearing that, the housewife with the longer hair pointed towards a place around the corner.
そうですか。
I see.
どうも。
Thanks.
畠山さんってあの気味悪いお宅でしょ。
Oh, Hatakeyama-san lives in that creepy house, right?
あなたどういう関係の方ですか?
Oh, so they're actually really quite disgusted that, a person that lives in the creepy house could potentially have connotations to Akazaka.
いや、
Oh no.
昔の知人で。
Just an old acquaintance. He probably is saying the wrong things. Oh no. The two of them backed away with looks of disgust on their faces, like they were trying to distance themselves from something dirty. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. For the time being, I bowed my head and walked away feeling unhappy. Yeah. Not the most pleasant atmosphere. Even so, I couldn't help but wonder what they were so spooked about. Yeah, I really wonder. I mean, maybe the Hatakeyama family just isn't a nice family in general. Or maybe Kazuma... I mean, to be fair, Kazuma doesn't actually sound that bad. I mean, he sounds very deluded by the whole curse-related things. But, yeah. Apart from that, for example, when we were in, the old people's home in, the Saeki hospital, just seeing Kazuma, talk to me about stories of Hinamizawa. I mean, no mean person would want to, share stories of the younger kid when they were old. So, yeah, I think he is actually reasonably quite nice. But I don't know, maybe it could potentially be how mental he is in terms of, his superstitious related beliefs. Who knows? With that question in the back of my mind, I made my way about around the corner they directed me to, and then I discovered why the housewives called the house creepy. Oh, I wonder. I kind of get the impression there is lots of paper and there is also dolls. Let's just say that. Oh! Oh shit! Wait, hang on a second, what? It was a strikingly bizarre sight. When I saw the Hatakeyama house, one thing immediately jumped into my eyes. What? Oh! Oh my god! Yeah! The life-size human-shaped white paper figures. 5 of them are hanging from a persimmon tree in the garden, fluttering like Tanabata decorations. What are Tanabata decorations? God, look at this. Look, that is creepy. Each bore the name of a family member. Yeah, they were like human effigies. Well, with each containing a person's name handwritten on the middle of the paper. Oh my god, that must be so creepy. Like, genuinely. Hatakeyama Kazuma, an old man from Hinamizawa who should be turning 72. Damn. The old one hanging next to it bore the name of his son Masao, and the figure belonging to Masao's wife Yoshiko was hanging on the next branch over. And then there were 2 smaller figures bearing the names of Aoi and Kentaro. Oh, damn. Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ, that is so weird. I mean, okay, with adults it's weird enough, but like with fucking grandchildren, what the hell? Yeah. Checking against the list, those are the names of the family's grandchildren, who are 10 and 5 years old, respectively.
5人の名前の
5 names on human dogs. Oh yeah. I love that he's not even gone into the house and he's already really creeped out. Yeah, I wonder. I really wonder if we're actually going to get some information when these people are alive. Because if we do, then that would be really quite interesting just to see why they've done this. I mean, I kind of get the impression that Kazuma has actually got really deluded, and you know, he's like he was back then, like sort of Natsumi's grandma was in Son no Utsushi. The papers containing the names of the entire family fluttered in the wind. Yeah, like regular strips of paper. Yeah, flutter. No, there's 5 pieces. And we're the only ones. Looking around, I saw separate sets of 5 paper figures. Hanging What? That's even weirder. What? They were in the small garden plants too. And around the neck of a petunia bloom in a plant. That is so weird. I don't blame the housewives for thinking this is such a weird place. And obviously, you know, having the creeps of Akazaka because he's... I also noticed peculiar letters written on the outer wall of the house. Bold black ink characters were written all about. They were difficult to read because they were scribbled and faded, but with enough effort I was able to read them. Oh, wait, hang on a second. O benevolent one, Grey God or Yasador, grant us this purity. Cleanse us with this purity. Hear us, your fear will cleanse us. Jesus Christ, if you see stuff like that written on the house, you know that people are really fucking fucked. Really fucking fucked up. Strange. Maybe even deranged, who knows. Incomprehensible words, like a magic spell. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Could it be some sort of simple prayer? Oh, you wonder. Oyashido. Yeah, the name Oyashido-sama was also written on the gatepost, the gate door, and so on, as if to fill every crevice with a prayer. That is so weird. Could you imagine just that painting like the entirety of your house's walls? I mean, to be fair, I can't because my house is brick, but like, still, if you had like a if you had walls that was like a solid material as opposed to really quite jagged, then could you imagine just like painting loads of prayers on the bloody walls? I mean, that must be so weird. Right, he is definitely going like, oh, this is gonna be weird. At that moment, the voice of the cicadas was drowned out by a low, muffled sound coming from an unknown location. It's so creepy how slowly this guy speaks. He speaks every single... Yeah, that hoarse, unnatural voice of an old man echoed from inside the house. From inside the house? Damn. Yeah, I struggled to get my dark thoughts in check, but I calmly pushed the doorbell. After waiting for a while, a man in his mid-40s opened the door just a crack. Oh. What the fuck? Wait, hang on a second. What? Was that a gun? That was probably the son, Higurashi Masato. He seemed to be alarmed and turned his attention to me, yeah. The prayer from the back of the house sounded louder and more clear than before. I feel bad for him. Are you Higurashi Masato? Hi. Yes, you are? Allow me to introduce myself. When I showed him my police badge, Masato suddenly became very, very frightened. Oh, interesting. He jumped back in his complexion chair. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, fair enough. It was openly suspicious behaviour. He was acting like he had something to hide. Interesting. Maybe it could just potentially be, you know, his dad. What are the police here for? Something inside my house. Well, you tell him, really? I think it's really quite funny that Akazaka beforehand, he realised that this investigation was going to be pretty difficult. It was going to have a lot of elements to it. But now, oh my god, now, it's getting a lot worse.
Oh no. ただ、お話を伺いたいと。
Oh yeah, he sounds really quite relieved. Yeah, must all seem restless. Oh god, he was fidgeting and his eyes were running left and right. God, he really must have been. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I wonder what was wrong. What could he be so afraid of?
何の話ですか?
What did you need to talk about?
こちらのご家族
About your family. Yeah.
ひなみ沢出身だとお聞きしました。話すことは何もない。
Oh, I have nothing to say about that.
お引き取りください。
I must ask you to leave. Oh shit. Oh my god, as soon as I said that, he opened his bloodshot eyes wide and slammed the door shut with a menacing look. Damn! Immediately afterwards, I heard the rough sound of the door locking. Fucking hell, bloodshot eyes. I'm gonna get that he's stressed and everything, but like, why is he that stressed? I really wonder if he could potentially be hiding something, and especially because of how, you know, just how much he's been rejected. You would have thought, you know, I mean, no, I can't really make that argument. But like, still, the rejection was far beyond my expectations. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. So I can only stand there in shock. I can hear the low voice of the prayer from his upper. Yeah. Oh. This is interesting. This is a different press than the ones we've seen. Why does he say this so fucking weirdly? I can't imagine. I would go mad having to listen to the repeated prayers of that. Great God, Oyasuda, great God, Oyasuda, nestled in this shrine, I see your work unfinished. Great Oyasuda, great God, Oyasuda, I'm humbled by the depth of your grace. Always. He continued to repeat those strange words. No wonder the neighbours were so creeped. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Anyway, even though he left the Hinamizawa, he lives still in fear of the curse tied to that disaster. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and if anything, he hasn't realised yet, but you know what the disaster. Obviously, him leaving Hinamizawa was going to have a big impact. Was the existence of Oyasuda-san was so deeply rooted in the heart? Yes. Yeah. Oh, I really wonder if he should be doing this. I suppose I should head out. There's nothing else I can do here. Oh. Oh, is this Yoshiko? Oh. I let out a sigh and made my way to the gate, but I found a woman in her late 30s and a young girl standing there. Oh, that must be really quite awkward. Mama? Since they appear to be returning home, these two must be Masao's wife and Yoshiko, and their daughter Aoi. Yeah. A school bag was on her little bag. Oh. And based on how nicely Yoshiko was dressed, I can speculate that she and her daughter had just gone back from her parent-teacher conference or something at school. Yeah, fair enough. Who are you? Just like Masao, Yoshiko cautiously looked over my whole body. The girl next to her curiously looked up at her mother. Did you need something from my house?
Hatakeyama Yoshiko-san. ですね。
Hatakeyama Yoshiko, I presume.
それが
Yes,
何
what
か
about it?
あなたはお嬢さんの葵ちゃんだね。
You are Aoi-chan, no love? Yeah. After Aoi answered, she immediately... Oh, yeah, fair. She was timidly staring at me as though she wanted to ask how I knew her name. Oh, yeah, fair enough, yeah. Allow me to introduce myself. Huh? Oh, yeah, the second they realise... I mean, at least Aoi isn't going to realise. When I just got my police badge, her expression completely changed. Oh yeah. Oh, interesting. So you're actually just like my soul.
No.
Did you need something?
何のご用でしょうか。うちのものが
Something from my
何か。
family.
ちょっとですね。
Yeah, I just want to
お
talk to
話
you
を
for a
伺いたい
moment.
と。
Yoshiko glared at me for a while. Oh, I wonder if she's actually going to talk. I don't know. It looks more likely. Oh yeah, Aoi continued clinging to her mother's waist with a frown on her face.
何のお話でしょうか。
What did you need to talk to her?
こちらのご家族は
About this family.
ひなみ沢出
And
身だと。
Hinamizawa.
話すことは何もございません。
Jesus Christ, they're so rejecting.
お引き取りください。
I must ask you to leave. That is totally weird. And it is so weird that these two people have exactly the same response. They've definitely rehearsed this. There's no way they haven't. I wonder why. I really wonder. Then as soon as the word Hinamizawa came out, Yoshiko pushed me away, grabbed the daughter's hand and headed towards the entrance. I really wonder if they are potentially doing this for their, you know, for their, I don't know, somebody's, blooming father-in-law. Somebody's father as well. In other words, Hatakeyama. So, yeah, I really wonder why they're actually doing this. Thinking that reaction was excessive, I immediately rushed over and looked her in the eyes.
ちょっと待ってくださ
Wait
い。
a minute.
私はただ
Yeah, I
お
just wanted
話
to
を
speak
伺
with
いた
you.
いだけなんです。お時間は取らせませんから。
Please, it won't take much of your
Doka.
time. Wait, hang on a second. This is actually going to work? It kind of looks like it's going on the verge of working. Yoshiko tried to pull the keys out of her bag to unlock the front door, but she was in too much of a hurry and fumbled with the keys. Oh, that's actually quite a nightmare, yeah. Aoi continued gripping her mother's hand, looking up at me with a frightened expression. Oh, yeah, fair enough, yeah. I mean, poor kid must not know at all. She must not even understand what Akasaka's, you know, wanting to talk to Yoshiko about. When his face overlapped with Miyuki's for a second. Oh yeah, fair enough, yeah. And I suddenly gasped. Oh, then just when she drew her hand away from Yoshiko and looked away with an uncomfortable expression.
おじちゃん、警察の人？
Mister, you're with the police? Yes.
Oh.
After hearing that unexpected question from the child, I looked back, but struggled to find the words to reply. Looking closely, her eyes weren't just filled with the fear from a moment ago, but but also seemed to be trying to say something.
おじちゃん、
Mister,
おじちゃんは悪い人を捕まえに来たの？
did you come here to arrest a bad guy? Oh no, that's not it.
いや、違うよ。私たちは困った人を助けに来ているんだ。
Always eyes wandered in thought after hearing that. Then she lifted her head as though she had decided something. Oh shit, is she actually have something to say? Oh yeah, is she really going to be allowed to say it
何も言わ
though?
なくていいの。
You don't need to say anything. Oh shit. Oh god. Yeah, poor kid. Unfortunately, the moment Aoi opened her mouth, Yoshiko interrupted by yelling at her. The threatening attitude caused her to cower and jump. Yeah. No, I know! What the hell happened to the people in this house? It's such a fucking weird household. I mean, I can't believe... Yeah, it wasn't just Yoshiko. This girl knew something too. And in my eyes, the way she nervously looked up at me seemed like she was suppressing the urge to say something.
早く、葵ちゃん。
So I wonder what Akazaka can actually do here. Can he maybe get any information? Hurry up, Aoi-chan. Oh god. The mother succeeded in unlocking the door and dragged Aoi into the house. Oh shit. What? Oh god. Oh shit, I really hope she's not going to be in trouble. Because I don't think that, you know, if the mother was making a sound as awful as this, just because of wanting to lock the door, I don't really think that if she wasn't going to do something else, she would make such a malicious sound. But I don't know. I don't really know this person anyway. I don't think I can validly say that. The front door made a terrible sound as it slammed shut. Then I could hear the sound of it violently locking on the chain wings. Yeah. Oh my god, that is so hopeless. What was that? The neighbourhood grew quiet again. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. I was stunned for a while by what had happened, but with no other option, I let out a dreary sigh and turned around. But just then, I sensed the peculiar presence of another person, so I hid in the nearby alley. Oh. There was nobody there. What? Hang on a second, what? There was nobody there. The presence I sensed a moment ago was just a delusion, and it faded away. Thinking that over, I stopped for a while to carefully listen to my surroundings. But of course, I could only hear the howl of the cicadas and the faint sounds coming from the back of the hatake on my house. Yeah, definitely. It was the deep voice of the old man hatake on my Kazuma, still reciting that prayer. I checked several other houses afterwards. However, nobody was home, or at least they were pretending not to be home. Oh my god. Either way, there was nobody for me to... Jesus Christ, these people are uncooperative as fuck. Yeah, at the end of the day, I returned to the Kageboushi police station. On the way back to the temporary desk, Chiba said the Minai set up for me. I noticed Oi-san chatting with a woman in the break room. Oh, it seemed like the voice of the woman I spoke to on the radio earlier. Chiba said the Minai sisters, Madoka-san. Oh wow. My god, this is a properly new place, wow. Wow, look at these photos. Are these photos of the police staff? Is there anyone we recognise? No. Doesn't look like it. This vending machine looks properly cool. It's really nice. That's actually really quite odd that Akasaka's actually sensing another presence. I mean, he has no paranoia whatsoever, though. I just really don't understand why that's actually happening. I mean, maybe it could just be a coincidence. Maybe it could be. But at the same time, what if it's Hanyu? Because it could be likely. Maybe it's a coincidence, though. That also could be very, very possible. I don't know, though. It's really quite hard to tell. Like, do you think it's a coincidence or do you not? Oh, thanks for all your hard work. I wonder what Madoka's doing. Welcome back, Akasaka-san. Oh, what, you're really sweating? Madoka-san rushed to her feet and grabbed a damp towel out of the fridge. Out of the fridge, oh my god, that is the best thing for the heat, wow. I accepted it with thanks and pressed it against my sweltering face. The cold towel felt smoothing and refreshing. Yeah, nice. Alright, Kura-chan. See you later. More next time. That must be really quite mysterious for Akasaka just to see like Oishi, you know, having such a sort of, you know, actually talking and knowing this person as well. Even though they're in completely different, you know, workplaces. Madoka waved to Oishi-san and bowed to me, then headed out of the break room. After that send-off, Oishi-san let out a tired sigh and lit a cigarette. I love that. That just says, close! Shimeru. I think that's what it says. Yeah, it is actually.
今日も暑かったですからね。
Oh,
明日
lucky.
は雨が降るみ
Yeah.
たいですが。
I mean, you do not want to be doing really tiring work on a bloody hot day. You would so much rather do it on a rainy day. Drink message. Weird. Yeah, that's actually really quite lucky. So, Randy, you anything just now?
お邪魔してしまったみたいで。
I bought 2 cans of coffee from the vending machine and sat one in front of Oyster. He gave me a confused look for a moment as if he didn't understand what I meant, but he quickly figured it out and smiled bashfully while waving his hand. Oh.
赤坂さん、それちょっと
Yeah,
お気
definitely,
遣いが過ぎるってやつですよ。
Akasaka-san, you were always a bit too considerate, weren't you?
私とまどかちゃんはそういうのじゃありませんから。
Makoto and I aren't like that. Really? Oh, good. Oh my god, that's actually really quite funny that Akasaka actually thought that could be the case. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Funnily enough though, Madoka is marrying somebody that's probably like 20 to 30 years older than her, but like, let's not go there. Oh, is that so?
それは失礼しまし
Please
た。
excuse me. Oh, yeah. I apologise meekly. It seems I jumped to a hasty conclusion there. Oh, yeah, fair enough. But at the same time, it is fair. It is understandable that you would think that. Even so, Monaco-san and Oi-san seem rather well acquainted with two people who would rarely interact on police-related matters. Yeah, definitely, they are. So I thought there might have been something else going on.
話も別に大したことじゃないです。
It's a long story, but it's no big deal.
ちょいと人生相談を引き受けていただけですよ。
I've been providing a bit of life
彼
counselling
女のね。
for her, I mean. Oh, wait, hang on a second. So could it be maybe, you know, when obviously she saw her parents in most awful conditions and, you know, obviously when they died, was Oishi the person that actually helped get to a conclusion that she could actually, you know, live a really good future, right? Because obviously she's so happy now. She's completely got over it.
た。人生相談。
Life counselling?
うん。
Right.
多分遅かれ早かれ赤坂さんもお聞きになると思いますがね。
Maybe sooner or later she'll come asking you for some counselling too, Akasaka-san.
彼女もうすぐ結婚するんですよ。
Oh, right. Yeah, I completely misinterpreted that. Really?
それはおめでたい
Congratulations
こと
on
で
that.
すね。
Oh, yeah, fair enough, yeah.
ねえ、確かにいいお話です。
Yeah, certainly a nice story. Why is he, I don't know, not really sounding, but looking as if he's confused?
ただその結婚には
Oh, yeah.
猛烈に反対しているらしくて、現在もまだ延期中なんですよ。
However, her sister was fiercely opposed to the marriage, so the whole affair is on hold at the moment.
それで悩み相談ってわ
Oh,
けで
yeah,
す。
fair enough, yeah, and that's what she was talking with me
お
about.
姉さん、見ない警部がですか？
Sister, she was better than me now. Oh my god, I was about to mention the really bad rant that you know, she had in the murder of Hatakeyama when they were actually when they were beginning to solve whatever the fuck happened there. But yeah, I realise that hasn't happened yet. The face of that witty Chief Inspector flashed through my mind for a moment. The witty, I love it. Indeed, as the older sister, she was probably looking out for her little sister when she took a hard stance against, against Madoka's fiance. Yeah. But if she's so direct in opposing it, then why is she doing it? Yeah, is her fiance really that objectionable? Oh my god, I wonder what Akasaka's gonna think when he actually realizes who it is. Yeah, he's just making it look ooh, really, really good. No, the other man has both a charming personality and a powerful social standing. yeah, but well, he's the chief of police. Huh? Oh, I love it. Oh my god. Oh my god! I immediately spat out the coffee. I was Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess that must have been quite shocking information, but like, I didn't realize it was that shocking. Holy shit! The chief of Kakiyuchi Station? Yep, going out with a fucking young woman like Madoka. It somehow doesn't make sense. Yes, exactly what you're thinking. Yep. Yeah, Chief Yamaoki is Madoka-chan's fiance.
彼女に変なことしたら間違いなく血を見ますよ。
So Akasaka-san, your blood will spill if you do anything funny with her, alright? Or is she, what the fuck? What are you suggesting? No. Yeah, I never even think of it. But it was truly shocking. Chief Yamaoki was younger than Oishi-san, but he should be in his 50s at least. Yeah, definitely. I mean, if anything, Yamaoki is literally the person that we saw there. I didn't actually realise that. I was always overlooking that detail. But yeah, Yamaoki was the person that, you know, was at Angel Morton. Well, let's just say enjoying it with Oishi-san. But like, the thing is that it's so surprising, though. Plus, even if in his youth, he was a well-regarded detective with sharp eyes and a sharper sword. Though you never guess it from the way he talks. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, and definitely the way he acts. And that man was Madoka-san's fiance. Oh, well, I can tell you all about it later. So how are the people in town? So, by the way, I really wonder how these people have actually met. I mean, it must have a really quite complex story if these people were willing to marry. I mean, they've definitely developed some sort of bond that, you know, has been inseparable. Visited a few houses in Mayado town. Most of them were out, but I did manage to meet a few people from this family called the Hatakeyamas. Yeah, though I pretty much got them out the door. Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake, man, it's so annoying. Hatakeyama-san. Hatakeyama-san. It's interesting that he knows him. The house of the old man in his 70s, right? So did they tell you anything? No. Oishi-san had a piece of paper in his hand and he placed a check mark next to the entry for Hatakeyama family. Oh, right, yeah, fair. Interesting. They do not realise the significance of this family. Oh my god. Shook my head and took a sip of my coffee, then continued.
やはりというか
Yeah, as you'd
何
expect,
も
he
話しては
didn't
くれませんでした
tell me anything.
収穫は
No
ゼロ
progress
です
today. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
そうですか。
Figured as much.
やっぱ
予想はしていたつもりでしたが
Oh yeah.
老人だ
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
若夫婦も子供もです
I expected this from the old man, but not the old people and the children too. The children did not, you know, they didn't cower away. They were actually going to speak up, but it was because of, you know, the people in the couple that, you know, Aoi wasn't actually able to speak up to Oishi. Sorry,
かたくなに口を開こうとしない
everyone is so stubborn, they all refuse to. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah, yeah. It is actually really quite surprising, but this is just how deep of a faith they have in Hinamizawa. They will not cooperate. I mean, it is so fucking difficult. They really give these guys runs for their money. I don't know.
どこの家も同
It's
じ
the same
で
every
す
how. Oh my
ね。
god, seriously. So that's Oishi's findings as
口を
well.
聞くところが
You forget simply giving their master. Yeah, definitely. Like, there is an important police investigation going on here. I mean, obviously nobody's going to see it that way, but like, still, they should talk. They really should.
まるで疫病神みたいな態度
Yeah.
ですか。
It was like they treated you as an angel with death, I take it.
え
Yeah, I suppose.
まあ
Yeah. I certainly nodded to confirm Moisan's observation. Right, they were treating us as though I was bringing a curse upon. That's actually really quite interesting, that. Yeah. I'd assume that maybe you could think, maybe if they were really faithful to Oyasu or someone, they could potentially think that, I don't know, it's blasphemy to actually, you know, reveal information that could potentially harm, I suppose, in this case, revealing information that would harm the validity of Oyasu or someone, the faith in Oyasu or someone.
その話を聞きに行って自分がたたり扱いとはね。
Even though they're police, Jesus. When we go to ask their stories, they treat us as though we're the ones who were cut. Damn. No, I shouldn't joke
シャレ
about
にも
that.
なりませんな。
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I didn't really think that was a joke. I thought he was quite serious about it. I mean, he isn't exaggerating at all. Yeah, yeah. Oisan let out a dry laugh. It seems like he'd been through virtually the same thing. I wonder if he's convinced that
何か
Kiyoshi's...
どこかの方から口止めがかか
Yeah,
って
is
い
there
ると
something
か。
or someone silencing them?
それはわかりません
Don't know.
もっとよく調べてみないと
Yeah, we'll have to look more carefully.
それよりも気になったのが魔除けですね
Oh, yeah. What I'm more concerned about is all those talismans.
魔除け
Talismans? He doesn't actually know. I'm quite surprised about that. But yeah, that obviously shows that he has only visited... The only house he's visited is the one that's in danger.
Yeah. ちょっと他では聞い
Oh
た
my
こ
god,
との
yeah,
ないよう
yeah,
な
definitely. I wonder
薄
if
気味悪い
I
祝詞を唱えた
wonder
り
if Voice has seen any of this.
お社様の文字を書きつけたり
I wonder if you know, they've obviously just been thinking like, oh, sorry, Oishi's just been thinking, oh, same experiences, nothing really to be that sort of amazed by, and then this. In reality, the person that's seemingly experienced the same thing as me has really not. Also, those creepy prayers, unlike anything I've ever heard before, and the word Oyasuno-sama written all over the outer
面
walls.
用というか
They're beyond mysterious. Oh yeah, definitely.
な
Hatakeyama Kazuma's prayers resounded in my ears. I wouldn't see. Oh yeah, fair enough. It's just like a literal spell at this point. Oh my
お
god.
社の大神、お社の大神。これの噛むどこにおわす、かけまくも賢き、お社の大神。
Nested in the shrine, I see your work unfinished, great Lord Oyasuno. The voice I heard from the back of the house. It didn't seem like didn't sound like Western from Oyasuno-sama. It sounded like a desperate attempt to ward off a... Yeah, that's actually really quite interesting. I mean, yeah. It's not only that, it's delusion as well. But, yeah. I think it's a bit of both, honestly. But I think it's more the, more the former. And that wasn't the only strange thing. When I visited that house, one thing immediately jumped into my eyes. Those life-size, human-shaped paper figures. Yeah, with the names of each family member written on them. It is so weird, I agree. It looks like a ritual from an ancient shrine or some occult sorcery. Yeah, not something you see in a small residential district. I couldn't agree more, yeah.
確かにまあ見ていて気色のいいものではありませんね。
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a pleasant sight from what I'm hearing. God, no. Plus, they were hanging in sets, all fluttering together. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. And there were more than one as well. I think it's just so weird that, like, these had been made with effort, with time. Oh, you mean those? Oi-san saw them too. What? Really? Oh my god, I'm actually really kind of surprised about that. I love this, yeah. So true, though. Yeah. So that means you did too. Yep. I also saw them. Yeah, definitely, yeah. That's really quite surprising. God, so that actually means that more than one family is potentially at risk from getting the syndrome. And the incomprehensible writing on the walls that look like magic spells. Yeah, those so-called prayers were written everywhere. Yep. I remembered it too. The eerie sight of the walls covered in writing. Oh yeah, it must have been fucking terrifying. Yeah, that's odd. I mean, these are really having bad impressions on him. Hatageyama Kazuma's prayers still echoed in my ears, and those same words were written on the wall too. Yeah, what do those words mean? What was he trying to say? I have no idea. That's the oddest thing. I mean, the fact that literal police detective that's in, public safety division, really high stuff. The 07th room or something like that, I don't know. Really fucking high rank, and yet he has no idea. He can't even comprehend the situation just because of how weird it is. However, seeing his sheer persistence made me feel even more terrified than bewildered. Fair, yeah, definitely. Because the thing is, he would have never stopped. Like the grandma in Kimiyoshi's family, it would have been 24/7. Genuinely. Oi-san. Who's this? Just then, a voice came called in from outside the break room, so we both turned our heads. Jimmy said that Minai had just come back from an investigation carrying a large paper bag. Ooh. Oh, thanks for all the hard work, Tomoe. It was hot today, huh? Yeah, it was. Oh my god. Handled 6 houses today, including the vacant ones. So she's actually returned from quite a long time after these guys. I wonder if she's actually got something. I haven't had dinner yet. Would you please excuse me? Sure, go right ahead. What? Oh my god, they are realising something a little bit creepy. After I encouraged her, she was better than me. I said, excuse me, then sat on the chair from across from me and spread the paper bag open. And I was startled the moment I saw it. What? What? Jesus Christ, she has this consistently. Oh my god, how fucking unhealthy is that? There were at least 10 hamburgers in that oversized paper bag. Like 20. No, even more than that, it was completely packed. Yeah, you could eat 2 hamburgers and you would be fine. How does she fit it in? I love that she's not even contemplating that these people may find that really fucking weird. Is something wrong, Inspector Akasaka?
Yeah.
No, nothing. Yeah, I love that he actually says that just out of respect. I love that Oishi's not even batting an eyelid, or at least it looks like that has been the case. Is she gonna eat all that by herself? Oh my god, yeah, definitely. Feeling it best not to say anything more, I turned to Oishi. He gave me a forced smile while shrugging his shoulders. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah. This is apparently a normal portion size for Chief Inspector Minai. It's so weird that. I mean, how? Oh, sorry, Inspector. A good thing that she finally got that toothache sorted out. But like, still, even though you've skipped lunch, that doesn't mean you should have 20 hamburgers. You should have like 3 at the very most. And that is really generous. No, that's not the point. Yeah, exactly. So so do you really think there's something weird about women who like hamburgers? That wasn't it either. No, it's just the fact that how unhealthy it is. However, Oisan signaled that it would be best not to pursue the subject, so I can't. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, you definitely would not want to get Tomoe mad, especially about something that, you know, has effect on her lifestyle. But still, somebody needs to tell her eventually. Even though she was quite the high-spirited lady, I felt confident that I had more stamina than anyone else in the public security office, but she could easily blow me down. And yet she eats this unhealthily. That's really surprising. Oh. That's really quite impressive, though. I suddenly said it, she was said to Minai as she unwrapped another hamburger. After hearing her story earlier, I could never feel conflicted over it. She and Madoka-san were orphans. Oh my god, yeah, no, definitely. So they were the only family each other had. Living in that sort of relationship all these years and suddenly dealing with her sister's marriage. And to make it worse, the groom was her boss. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Would I be able to keep a clear head if I were in that situation? No, it would be very hard to do so. It really would be. That was a stupid question. Of course not. Yeah. And Madoka-san had to choose between breaking off her marriage to Chief Yamaoki or agreeing to the marriage without the blessing of her only living family member. Yeah, no, exactly. Because the only thing that's really sad about this marriage is it is going to cause conflict no matter which way you look at it. Yeah, it was such a lonely story, but since I had no personal connection to Jimisato Minai, I didn't have the right to persuade her otherwise. Yeah, I agree, yeah. But no, it seemed the only time could solve this problem. I wonder what Oishi-san thought of this dispute. Yeah. Oh, that's actually really quite bad though. Like, the second Akasaka sort of thinks anything remotely, you know, compassionate, she realizes that it could potentially be something that's wrong. Oh god. And then she could maybe interpret it as, you know, them, you know, just not sort of accepting her eating habits, let's just say that. Yeah, it really is quite a lonely story. I get what he means.
Oh
no.
そういえば見ない警部。何か変わったことはありましたか？
By the way, Jim was better than me now. Did you notice anything unusual?
なんというか、
I suppose you could say
あ
so.
ったというよりも変わったことばかりで少々面食らっています。
Or rather, everything was so peculiar that it was a little bit bewildering. Ooh. Then, Jiva's read the Minai skillfully flipped open her notebook with one hand. Of course, one hand. Wow, that's actually really quite cool. But at the same time, that means her notebook is properly used, because if you did that with any sort of, you know, new book, then the pages would just flip. It would just flip back into its closed state. And provided us with a brief report on our investigation. There were some small differences, but it was nearly identical to my own experience, so I only half listened. Oh, damn. However,
そうそう。
oh, that's right.
自分が今日調べてきた対象者の中には生贄の儀式をやっている家があ
One
り
of
ま
the
した。
suspects I investigated today was carrying out a ritual sacrifice in their house. Sacrifice? That was the first I've heard of this. Yeah, that is so weird.
身代わりというも
I
ので
guess,
しょう
I
か。
guess you could call them scapegoats.
鶏か何かの鳥を屠殺して何羽かをまとめて
Jesus
庭の木に吊るしていました。
What the fuck? They slaughtered some chickens or some other kind of bird and hung them from the trees and look. That is fucking
住民たちの
horrible.
話を聞いていると何でもたたりを代わってくれるおまじないだそうで。
That is sick. According to other residents, it's apparently some sort of good luck charm that can ward off. No, it's just murder of a fucking animal.
何ですかそれは。
What's all that about?
詳しい話は直接聞くことができなかったんですが、
Oh, I wasn't able to directly ask about the details. Yeah, definitely, because they probably wouldn't answer, yeah.
木に鳥の死体を吊るしている現場に出くわしましたので、壁越しに様子を伺って
For
きました。
everybody to see as well. I mean, doing this is fucked up enough, but making it so that everybody can see it, like, Jesus Christ. I just happened to see the bird calls hanging from a tree, so I looked over the fence.
そしたら老人の声が
Oh
聞こえ
no,
てき
and
まし
then I
て、
heard the voice of an old man.
許しておくれ、わしらの身代わりだ。許しておくれ、わしらの身代わりだと。
Interesting. That's actually really quite something. So I kind of get the impression that's some really not only thing that was thing that was not only spoken in desperation because, you know, trying to ward off a curse, but secondly, like, just spoken because it's a sacrifice, really. Yeah. It's really interesting how all of these people, they're not just religiously, you know, having such an unhealthy faith in Oyasud or something, but they're also concerned that they may be killed from a curse. That's why they're so desperate to do that. They're really deluded as well. But at the same time, these delusions are going to lead to things that are so much worse. They really will. like if they're not stopped. I mean, they're already it's already as if these people were literal robots. I mean, God. It's just really scary to think what's actually going to happen next, because we know about Somayutsushi and the horrible events that happen there, but that's only short term. What's going to happen long term? Could all 74 families from Hinamizawa die? Like, worst case. That is really worst case. But maybe. Yeah.
要請を受けて保健所には連絡したんですが、鳥だと食用の場合もありますから、
That's actually
注
really
意くら
quite
いしか
surprising.
で
That
き
is
ないそうで
literal
す。
murder. You're not even using the birds for food here. You're just straight up murdering them. I reported it to the public health center, but they said they couldn't do more than give them a warning since the birds were
自分
everywhere.
としてもどうにも対応
Yeah,
に困
fair
った次
enough.
第で
Even I wasn't really sure how to handle it. I mean, God, who would ever see things like these in the fucking 21st century? I could picture the scene in my mind. Oh, God. In a dimly lit room, holding the still living chickens down and offering them at the altar. Yeah. Oh, God. No, I know! Hold on. Oh, God, the birds sorrowfully crying out and begging for their lives. Oh, God, he's really imagining it in quite a lot of detail. Oh, God, but the old man didn't care about the cries of the animals and he wouldn't stop. Definitely. So he lifted the kitchen overhead. Oh. A deluge of sticky blood came flying out. The old man opened his eyes wide as he repeated, "Oh my God." I mean, this can't be what Hatakeyama's done. I mean, we literally haven't seen the chickens. That would be really quite interesting if this is not actually him picturing it, but this is like an actual scenario that has happened. But maybe this has happened after Wakazaka was there. Or maybe it could be likely that this has happened and, you know, obviously the more, you know, sane members of the household have seen this and just put them away. Accept this sacrifice and forgive us. Oh, right, yeah. That's why Hatakeyama's voice was there. Yeah, because it's just sort of thinking back to when he heard the prayer. The old man's words mixed together with the prayer I heard outside the Hatakeyama house. Yeah! Great God Oyashiro, great God Oyashiro. Those old men recited their prayers as they took the lives of weak innocent Greek. It's so
写真
horrible.
もいくつか撮ってきましたので、
What the
今現像に
fuck?
回していま
Oh
す。
God, I took a few pictures. They're being developed now.
出来上がったらお二人にもお見せしますよ。
God, they need to prepare themselves. Fucking hell. That is so barbaric. That is seriously. No, but do you know what's even worse about this? I mean, it is horrible, but the only thing is they're not doing this out of genuine malice. They would not normally fucking stab a chicken, you know. They're only doing this because they genuinely believe that if they don't, they're going to be in danger. They're going to potentially die to some sort of curse that, you know, the villagers obviously had forever. God, it's so horrible, that. And obviously because of the villagers leaving, and obviously because of Oyasuro's anger really being quelled, just when the gas disaster actually happens. Like, yeah, they think it's really quite likely. It's horrible. It really is. I mean, God, poor bird. If you're gonna kill birds like this, do you really deserve not to die from a curse at this point? Okay, to be fair, maybe that is a little far-fetched, but like, still, you deserve misfortune if you're gonna do stuff like this. But at the same time, if it's completely deluded and they don't really view it like that, then how can you really define it? Oh. Yeah, it's actually quite interesting that he did this. That could show some sort of association with insanity, or maybe just shock at what the fuck he has done. Could there really be a so-called curse in the first place? Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's entirely bullshit, the lot of it. But when are you ever going to get people in Hinamizawa down to their faith in Higurashi or someone? Never. And if so, why would they be cursed? Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. There is so much he doesn't know. How the hell is he actually going to get this from people that are cooperating though? Seriously. I didn't understand. The blind faith of these old men was a total mystery. Oh yeah, definitely. Inspector Wakazaka. Yes. She was said to Mina. I looked at me with a dubious expression. She must have noticed my face darkening while I imagined the sacrificial ceremony of a robot. Whose wouldn't? I'm sorry.
Oh
yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I made you listen to that awful story.
Yeah.
I know, it's fine.
むしろ親代様のたたりがここまで得体の知れないものだったのかと。
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, actually, I was just really realizing just how out of this world Oyasura-sama's curse is. Standing next to me, Oyasama turned towards me while scratching the back of his head. Then he nodded with a wry smile.
親代様って神様は本来村に住む人間が結束するためのただの象徴的な存在であったはずなんですがね。
brutal and unethical circumstances, really.
人形とか生贄とかそんな古臭い祭礼の作法もうとっくの昔に廃れたもんだと思っていましたよ。
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. But those effigies and sacrifices, I thought those ancient rituals just died out a long time ago. Oh yeah. I think it's actually really good that Oishi's actually investigating here. He is going to have a lot of insight.
ばあ様の時代にね。
Back in the old days.
かれこれ40年以上も昔。
Yeah.
さんもともいちゃんも生まれていなかった頃の
More than
話です
40
よ。
years ago, before either you or you were born. It sounded so removed from reality. Oh yeah, definitely. Even 40 years ago, I mean, so these would have been 1940s. These would have been times around when the war was happening. Jesus, that is unbelievable. So people were doing sacrifices then. Interesting that they ended while the war ended. But like, my god, it's just such a barbaric place. It really is. I wonder when the human sacrifices stopped. Like, obviously the Watanagasi festival. Like, sacrifices. Why were those fossil-like customs being dug up now? Oh, I mean, to be fair, they've always been. They're really in the blood of Hinamizawa. Like, I mean, quite literally, but like, yeah, Watanagasi especially.
まあそんな様
All
子
of it
じ
is
ゃ
based on ancient
私たち
tradition.
に情報提供なんて断固拒絶でしょう。
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Well, judging from the way they're acting, I don't think they'll be willing to provide us with any
ここも
information.
沖宮と同じかもしれませんね。
Yeah, maybe. I really wonder. I mean, I kind of get the impression that there are going to be there's probably going to be the anomaly, but I don't know. I think it's really unlikely.
yeah.
Not many people are going to be here. Oh, not entirely.
それでも少しは収穫がありました。
Wow, surprising. Actually, I did get a little
移り
information.
住んだのは5年前なんですが、ひなみ沢に在住していた祖父を去年に引き取った畠山という家に行ってきまし
Wait
て
a second, what? What? Wait, this is so weird. Did she visit? What? There was a family that moved out of Hinamizawa 5 years ago, but the grandfather continued living there until last year. I think the family name was Hatakeyama.
Hatakeyama?
Hatakeyama. That is so weird. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Hearing a familiar name, I raised my head after double checking that was definitely the house I visited today.
そうだったんですか?
So, that's actually really quite something. So they visited the same house. But why have they thought Tomoe but not Akasaka?
すみません。うっかり同じところを回ってしまったみたいで。
Sorry, it seems we've visited the same place by accident.
それはいいんです。それより、よく
Yeah,
話が聞けました
me
ね。
too. Anyway, I'm surprised you got anything out of them.
確かあそこは二人ともかなり非協力的で、
The two of them were very
私は完全に
cooperative.
空振りだ
This
ったん
was
で
like a
す
miss
が。
for me.
ええ。息子夫婦は全然ダメでした。
Oh, even the son. Damn. Yeah, the son and his wife were a total dead end.
ただ、
Yeah.
近くの公園で見かけた女の子が偶然その家のお孫さんということで
Was that Aoi?
少しだけ話ができたんです。
But a girl I ran into at a nearby park turned out to be the grandchild from that household, so I was able to speak briefly with her. A girl? Hearing that reminded me of the look. Oh yeah, of the look on the face of the little girl who gazed up at me like she wanted to tell me something. Could you imagine if the thing that she actually wanted to say was that there's already been a police officer here, you do not need to be here? That must have been Aoi. Yeah.
その葵ちゃんです。
Yes, Aoi-chan.
公園で友達にいじめられて泣いてい
God,
たん
that's
ですよ。
sad. She was crying in the park after being bullied by some friends. Well, I hope Tomoe beat them up.
いじめられて
Being bullied?
いた。
はい。
Yes. You've got to be kidding. Please don't tell me she's being bullied for being from Hinamizawa. Oh no. Jim's better Minai furrowed her brow and nodded. I can imagine why without needing to ask. Oh god, yeah. Somebody probably saw the strange decorations at Aoi's house and told all of her friends and they started making fun of her. Yeah, that's sad. Yeah, they probably would have been able to endure that, but you know, a young kid as young as Aoi, I mean, this kid probably isn't even, I don't know, I mean, like, they're easily under 5. They wouldn't be able to, you know, deal with this well. Poor kid, they'd even be able to acknowledge their role in the ordeal and take responsibility for it. Yeah. Yeah, but how could a child be responsible for any of this? It's just so sad that the child, I mean, the entire family is definitely going to have to, you know, bear the burden of all of these just really fucking weird incidents that are happening. But especially this kid, man. Yeah, it was a completely irrational train of thought.
それでどんな内容ですか?
Anyway, what did you learn?
はい。
Right.
それが
Well. Oh, that really is a shame. Well, hang on a second. I was thinking Kentaro, with the whole sun thing. No, she's talking about my soul. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. According to Jeepers Red Mina, Kazuma was undergoing rehab at the Psyche Care and Welfare Center. What? But he came home last week at Yoshiko's request. Really?
葵ちゃんの話ではどうやらカズマ氏の誕生日だったようです。
Aoi-chan said it was apparently Kazuma's birthday. So
心身の状態も良好ということもあり、よしこ氏の仕事の都合も偶然ついたので、彼は2週間の期限付きで家に戻ってきたとの話でした。
That's so surprising. His mind and body were in good condition and Yoshiko had a convenient development at work. so they allowed him to come home for a 2-week period. That is so surprising. So his mind and body were in good condition, and yet, but to be fair, it was 2 weeks ago. What's the date? No, it's just the beginning of July. It was at the beginning of July this happened. The story that we're reading currently happened. So yeah, of course, this was before the gas disaster had actually happened. Yeah, when he first came back, he spent time in the park with his grandchildren, visited the neighbours and played shogi with old friends. It seemed like there was no significant changes. Yeah, definitely, this person was entirely normal. And it is just so weird that the gas disaster, it happens and then it just instantly changes these people. Instantly. Yeah, but a few days later, the great Hinamizawa disaster struck. Kazuma's behaviour completely changed after that day. Yeah, definitely.
本当は今日センターに戻る予定だったのですが、明日に延期したようですね。
Actually, he was originally scheduled to return to the centre today, but it seems they put it off until tomorrow.
今の状態で戻せば最悪入所を拒否される可能性もありますから。
If anything, they may refuse entry and they'd probably go to some sort of thing that's way worse. You know, some really bad psych ward. If he tries to return to the centre in his current state, there's a possibility they'll refuse entry, you see. After saying that, Chibunsveta Minai handed us a report on the Hatakeyama family. Oh, she must have put that together before coming here. She really is articulate. She really is. She's really just calculated and clever. Good for her. Yeah, the only thing is, it's interesting, this has been said. It's not going to change overnight. No way. That means if she goes to that care centre tomorrow, she might be able to speak with Kazuma directly. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Minai 警部。
She was just a Minai.
これって
Would it be alright if we
次回は
accompanied you
私たちも同行した方がよろしいでしょうか。
あ、いえ。
Actually, no.
私もここに来るまで迷っていたんですが。
Thought about that until I came here too.
どうも葵ちゃんの話では、カズマ氏は少々自閉的になっているそうなので、次回も私一人で聞き込みをしたいと思います。
Oh god, that's actually really quite unfortunate. Yeah, but according to what Aoi-chan told me, Kazuma has been suffering from social anxiety, so I think it would be best if I spoke with him alone.
お二人の話を聞く限り、ひなみ沢の人たちの親代様信仰は相当深いようなので、センターの関係者も含めて慎重に行うつもりです。
I'm sure you're both aware that Hinamizawa villagers, seem to have a deep-rooted faith in Oyasuro-sama, so we need to act carefully around the people at the center.
そうですか。
Yeah, I suppose so.
ただ、手応えがありましたら、すぐにポケベルへ連絡します。
However, I'll page you as soon as I learn anything.
すみませんが、赤坂警視と大石さんは残りの別件をお願いできますか？
I mean, yeah. I'm sorry, Inspector Akazaka and Oishi-san, but would you mind continuing to investigate the other homes?
わかりました。
Understood.
もし何かありましたら。
Yeah, you're welcome to call any time if something comes up. Yeah, I really wonder what they are actually going to find. That is, if they find anything. Chibunsveta Minai handed each of us a pager. A pager? And I slipped mine into my pocket. What is a pager? Is that just some sort of... Is that just a slang for like a tiny... tiny little piece of a notebook page? Oh, right. A small radio device. Right. That's actually really quite cool. So it vibrates or gives, you know, audible beeps if somebody actually has the intention of contacting somebody, so that, you know, they can talk on whichever communication device they wish to use. That's actually really quite cool. Then she says she had another matter to attend to, so she left the break room. Oh. She really doesn't have breaks for long. God. Yeah, that is actually really quite interesting. I really wonder how this investigation with Tomoe is going to go, because it's interesting. I never really knew this was happening on sort of the backbone of it, but it is. Yeah, it must be really quite awkward. That amazing. I'm thinking of exactly the same thing. What are they? Oh yeah, I looked over at the beautifully flattened paperback full of hamburger wrappers. Jesus Christ! How the fuck do you eat 20 hamburgers? What is the average size of a Japanese hamburger? See if I get anything. Oh, there's only 5 common sizes, which are 2 ounce, 3 ounce, quarter pounder, third pounder, 6 ounce. Right, so it could be any of those. If it's a 2 pounder, at least it's not that bad. But knowing Tomoe is probably a quarter pounder. Let's be honest here. She is quite the glutton. Oh my god. Yeah, I know. How many burgers? Even so, how can so many burgers fit inside her slender body? And not just that, how was she able to continue eating like that while talking about oh my god, I know! Jeez, that is actually really quite surprising. I mean, hamburgers, if anything, they are made from animals. They don't exactly come from vegetables. Maybe she's a vegan. Vegan hamburger, god fucking kill me. She's quite the lady. Really? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
you can say that again.
Oh my
god, yeah. Or she probably would have had some sort of connections with father. When I look at that girl, she reminds me of her father. Her father? Was she whether Minai's father also a police officer? Oh, he knows so little. Also, Arnold then stopped to like a cigarette. His eyes narrowed in thought, and I could hear the smoke puff out as he began to speak. Oh my god, really? Wait, hang on a second, what? I worked with him during an incident where extremists laid siege to a mountain villa. Oh my god. Wow, that must have been really quite something. All the investigators were bogged down with a lengthy battle. Oh, and you wouldn't believe how many self-defense tornadoes he had. You've got to be kidding me. So is that where she gets it from? Yeah, I seriously wonder if his stomach was made of iron. How could you do that on such a full stomach? It just makes zero sense. And then during the rush the next day, he single-handedly beat up and apprehended one of the main criminals during an attempted escape through the back door. My God. Oh, yeah, fair enough, yeah. I was impressed that the municipal police department had such an amazing guy working. Wow. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
赤坂さんの上司になっていたかもしれませ
That'd
ん
be really
ね
cool. Something that would have been such a connection, though. Oh, that would have been really coincidental if that was the case, but nah, he's not around anymore. If he was still around, he could have been your boss,
絶
Akasaka-san.
対こいつは偉くなるって
Oh,
確信してたんです
I was
が
absolutely sure that guy would be going places, but oh, God, does he not know? Oh, yeah. I got the hints of loneliness in Oisan's tone, so apparently Chief Inspector Minai's father was a public safety officer. Yeah, he had already
あ
passed
いやいや
away.
すみませんね
Oh, whoops, sorry about that.
柄にもなくしんみりしちゃいましたよ
Oh, that's not on me to be such a downer. Oh, yeah, fair. But at the same time, this is sad, of course. Oh my god, I'll never forget Matsuri Bayashi and Miyotsuguchi. Holy fuck. Do you remember the things where he was really sort of contemplating whether he should go do the most important mission of his life to finally find out the truth of Hinamizawa's messages and, mysteries? Or does he accept retirement? God, that Dunham was so fucking good.
大石さん、南警部のお父さんは亡くなられたのですか？
Chief Inspector Minai's father passed away. Yeah, sadly.
ねえ事故です
Oh, yeah, yes, in an accident.
いやむしろ殉職だと思っています
Oh, I'd like to think he died in the line of duty. Interestingly, he says
殉職？
in the line of duty, then...
それって
But just then... What? Wait, hang on a second, what? Suddenly, an alarm went off in the room. We received a report from Prefectural Police Headquarters about a new incident.
よりにもよって
Oh my god! Is this the Hatakeyama house? Whoa! Oh my god, yeah. I kind of get the impression that Tomoe is going to be a little bit disadvantaged because of how much he fucking eaten! But yeah. Climbing out of the car, Chief Inspector Minai looked up at the house where the crime occurred while grinding her teeth and clenching her fists. However, she quickly returned to her senses and started barking orders to her subordinates running around the crime scene. Yeah.
藤田君と花田君、野じ馬のラインをもっと下げて。
Fujita-kun, Harada-kun, move the police line further back.
安藤さんは機捜の速水さんを呼んできてください。
Ando-san, please make contact with Hayami-san.
はい。
Roger.
ほら、下がって。
Oh, it's Fujita. Come on, move along.
あそこ邪魔だ。
Back up. No entry gate was already installed and mobile investigators from Prefectural Police Headquarters had already begun on-site investigation. Eventually, one of the detectives who went to the house ran over to Chief Inspector Minai.
速水さん、容疑者は
Hayami-san, do you have a suspect?
助かりそうですか？
Oh shit, are there any survivors?
うーん。
Oh no! You've got to be kidding me. Hang on a second. Are there no survivors? Oh shit. Oh my god! Dude, that's unreal. That really is unreal. God, so those kids have died. Those fucking grandkids. That's the most horrible thing about this. I never realised just how bad it was until, that. Yeah, lead detective named Hayami silently shook his head towards Jibba's bed to Minai, and then a stretcher covered in white cloth came rolling down out of the entrance outside of the house. It was the worst case scenario. Oh my god, so somebody has gone fucking mental. Holy shit! This is probably so big for the police because they never really thought, I mean, they obviously knew everything was really quite concerning, but they never knew it was this bad. They never knew that people were genuinely going to kill. And there are so many people that have houses like this. Oyster remained silent and continued staring at the entrance of the house. Oh my god, yeah. No way, I never would have expected. Yeah, me neither. Pardon me coming through. One member of the mobile investigation team passed by me and rushed over to a parked police car, then grabbed the wireless receiver and began a report. Just seeing how things looked out here, it was clear how much of a disaster. Oh my god, yeah.
殺人事件現場の馬宿町から小畑清宅の現場検証を報告します。
What? Hang on a second, what? Reporting in, from the scene at the murder of the home of the Obata Kiyoshi. What?
被害者は畠山一馬氏で、死因は出血死。
Who is Obata Kiyoshi? But oh no! The victim is Hatakeyama Kazuma. The cause of death is accepted.
胸部と頸部の数箇所を容疑者の持参した文化包丁で刺された模様。他に
we identified several stab wounds from the kitchen knife on his chest and aside from it. Oh fuck fair! The commotion had consumed the surrounding cityscape. Spectators were flocking to the scene, rushing to see what happened. Oh yeah, fair enough, yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Is it not within their jurisdiction to actually do anything? Oyster and I could only stand by and watch the investigators running around like that. Dude, looking back I saw a familiar house. The Hatakeyama house that I visited earlier today. Those eerie decorations I saw out of the corner of my eye made the scene all the more peculiar. Oh my god, yeah, definitely. It looked like there was a TV reporter in front of the crowd. Oh my god, holding a camera and beginning an on-site broadcast. Holy fuck, this is insane.
本日午後6時過ぎ、馬宿町の小畑清容疑者宅を訪れていた畠山一馬さんが突然包丁を持って襲いかかった容疑者に襲われ死亡しました。
At 6 p.m. this evening, while visiting the household of Obata Kiyoshi in Umayado town, Hatakeyama Kazuma was assaulted by the suspect with kitchen knife and passed away. It looked like a live broadcast. Despite all the chaos and excitement, the reporter remained calm and articulate. Oh yeah, definitely, they have to. That's within their job description. That's actually really quite interesting. So Hatakeyama has actually gone to Obata, whoever that is. Just gone to their house. Has literally got the syndrome within their house. I really wonder what could potentially happen. So I'm assuming, you know, he got paranoid and then obviously it happens. But firstly, I wonder what's happened to Obata. And secondly, I wonder what the fuck has happened for him to actually become this paranoid. I mean, I get that he was bad because of the curse before, but not this bad. Jesus Christ.
「被害者は畠山一馬さんで、小畑容疑者の向かいの家に住んでおりました。
The victim, Hatakeyama Kazuma, lived in the house across the street.
なお、小畑容疑者は犯行後に自ら凶器を喉に突き立て自殺したとのことです。
What? Also, the suspected Obata committed suicide after the crime by taking the knife to his own throat. Oh my god, I was so thinking it was her. But, and then the next verse calls us to shudder.
たった今続報が届きました。小畑容疑者は7年前柿内市に移住するまでは先日大災害のあったひなみ沢村の隣町。
Oh my god, that's insane! That is really quite surprising. Wait a second, you've got to be kidding me. So, Hatakeyama, I mean, I get that he had the syndrome really quite badly, but he didn't have it so bad that, you know, he was going to commit suicide and obviously kill up because of it. But, like, Jesus Christ, that's so surprising. The fact that he's actually died here as opposed to, you know, where we would normally die. I suppose at least Yamasa doesn't die now. I don't know, though. It's just still really quite sad that even the answer arc can't provide, like, you know, a happy ending for this guy. I mean, Jesus Christ, though. Somebody else has definitely got the syndrome really badly. And if anything, it's been so bad that, you know, he's dead. You know it's weird if even the reporter isn't fully articulate.
Okinomiyaに住んでいて、畠山さんとは数少ない友人関係にあったそうです。
Oh my god, that's even worse. He lived in Okinomiya and Hatakeyama-san was one of his few friends.
この事件について警察の発表は
Regarding this incident, the police have accounted. What the fuck? What? What the fuck? 7 years ago? That's actually really quite surprising that he's moved here 7 years ago, and yet this is the coincidence. This is the thing that happens. 7 years ago, you would have thought that he'd be so distant, you know, he wouldn't have a big effect. It would have a big effect, don't get me wrong, but it wouldn't have the biggest effect it could potentially have. Maybe he wouldn't care about the place, but no. Yeah! Our investigation, this only goes back 5 years. Do we need to alter our investigation to include people who left Hinamizawa before the dam conflict began in 1978? Yeah, they probably do. If anything, if they do it before 1978, maybe you'll have people that are less likely to be loyal to Hinamizawa, maybe? I don't know, but you also get older people, I'd assume, so... I mean, I think the chance of having an older person would be higher, but I don't know. This is serious. It was difficult enough just to go back 5 years. How far back do we need to look? Yeah, definitely. I mean, if anything, if they want to have the biggest chance to get this investigation happening, then they need to be able to collect everybody's data, really. That is all the people that they can. They need to get as much information as they can from anybody. So, yeah, it is really tricky. Yeah, the expanding scope of this investigation suddenly made me feel nauseous. Oi-san. Before long, she was with me. I finished preparing arrangements and came back to us. Yeah. Oh, okay, that is actually really quite surprising. That means that none of them die. Or maybe they do. Maybe they get the syndrome. Who knows? It's literally impossible to tell. It seems that Kazuma's family is unharmed. Yeah, definitely, yeah. They would never cooperate normally, but yeah, especially not in these circumstances. Yeah. My fist clenched wildly and then I began to tremble. Then right there. Princess, there's a problem. Princess? Who the fuck calls their you know, higher up princess? Come this way. Hayami-san? See the Hayami's pale face. She respected me and I opened her eyes wide. Then after glancing at us strangers, he whispered something in her ear. Seriously?
間違いない。菅谷には山村課長と高屋敷が、沢渡には刑事二課の連中が向かったらしい。
It seems Chief Yamamura and Takayashiki headed to Sugaya, and the second criminal investigation division headed to Sawatari.
いずれも死傷者が出て、容疑者は犯行現場で自殺している。
What? Okay, this is weird. They found victims at both locations, and in both cases, the suspect committed suicide at the crime scene.
Hang on a
second, was Sugaya the place that, you know, the place where there were loads of stores, there was a cheaper petrol, and there was that, it was right next to the highway, there was a mountain view. No, wait, how could this... She respected Mina's eyes opened wide and her lips began to tremble. Her skin went pale. Oh god, yeah, fair enough. What happened to you? Oh shit.
菅谷で一家無理心中事件が起こったそうです。
What? seems there was another family murder-suicide incident in
自宅に
Sugaya.
放火して被疑者は家族とも
What
ども
the
焼死したとのこ
Jesus
と。
Christ! The house was set on fire and the suspect and family burned to death together.
他にも沢渡では
Holy
介
fuck,
護セン
this
ター
is
の大
bad.
浴場で数名を巻き込み自らも死亡。
Oh no! Wait, hang on a second. Did they all catch the fire as well? And there were several facilities at another incident in the public bath at the care centre in Sawadari.
それって
Wait, then what you're saying
ま
is...
さか
菅谷は私が調査に行ったところです。
I visited Sugaya during my investigation
そして
today, and
沢
Sawadari
渡
was...
は
No, I guess it was...
私ですね。
That's where I went.
おそらくそこは私が会ったばあさんのいる介護センターでしょう。
Oh, that care centre was probably the one where I met an old woman today. The care centre? He went to the care centre? What? Oh my god, I feel so bad for these people that like, they're trying to find some rationality into this investigation, but it's so tricky, and honestly, so much of it can't be done because there's no access to the EDA clinic anymore. None. Maybe Higurashi, but you really think you're going to be able to access that place without getting killed? Like, no. Oh god. It's unbelievable though. This syndrome really makes people do bad things. Holy fuck. Wait, hang on a second, I really misread this. And there were several fatalities at another incident in the public bath at the care centre in Sawadari. Jesus. That's insane. That really is. A public bath. And yet an incident has happened. So somebody, hang on a second, somebody's clawed their throat out in a fucking bath. Jesus. I knew it.
じゃあ今日起こった事件の容疑者はみんなひなみ沢出身者ってことなの？
Then all the suspects from the incidents today were people from Hinamizawa. Why? Oh god. Chief Inspector? Oh, she's probably punching the ground in frustration. Oh, she's probably... Oh, I feel bad, yeah. Overwhelmed with shock, Chief Inspector Minai repeatedly pounded on the wall beside her and tilted her head back and groaned. Oh god. Oh yeah, fair enough. They must have actually been thinking something potentially really bad could have happened. Yeah, after seeing that, a team of detectives came running over, but she held up her hand to say, "I'm fine." Then she shook her head as she walked with Detective Hayami to the police car. Oh, I feel so bad for her.
これは一体どういうことでしょう?
Yeah, it must just be really quite stressful for her because, especially this person, she thinks that, you know, as a detective, she thinks that, you know, she has a duty of responsibility over a lot of these people, and because she's failed to, you know, obviously because of the investigation being in really early progress, she's failed to show that duty, so as a result, you know, people have died, and she's probably just so stressed about that. I mean, that's her sort of thought process. It's so sad. Oh, I don't blame her though. This is actually really quite annoying. I'm feeling really sick at the moment, so I need to just BRB for a sec. Fuck. Right, back. Okay, where am I? My voice sounds very different. Weird. Anyway, this is fucking weird though. Oh god. really hope Tomoe is actually going to be able to cope with this, you know, with the stress of this investigation, because it's only going to get worse. What indeed?
赤坂さん、偶然だと思われま
Do
す
you
か
think it's a coincidence, Akazaka-san? No. It can't be. Yeah, my heart was shouting. There was no way this could be a coincidence. It isn't. Maybe my heart was shouting it loud enough that Oi-san could hear it. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But still, how could I answer that? Exactly, though. How can you reasonably answer this? I mean, it is not a coincidence, but how can I answer it in terms that sound human? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, though, yeah. Would I be admitting the curse is real if I said it wasn't a coincidence? Impossible. That can't be possible. That's really interesting. They're just... The investigation is starting to become so mysterious and so significant and so awful that they're really doubting whether the curse is actually going to be something that is existing or not. Oh man, I'm interested to see what they're actually going to conclude. Psychosomatic medical report. Who's this going to be based on, Mo? Few new tips. Right. It's going to be interesting. Name redacted. 14. 14. Natsumi? Female. Oh, yeah, it's Natsumi. There is no way it's not Natsumi. So Natsumi's 14. She did not act like 14. If Natsumi was my age, I would not be surprised. How the hell is she 14? Remarks. Attended middle school in the city. Yeah, medical exam contents. Blood testing was... What? Oh no. Blood testing was performed to identify the cause of sudden fainting symptoms during everyday... Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Originally investigated by the Shishibone General Hospital Department of Medicine on the suspicion of blood disease, anemia even, but due to the sudden onset of migraines of unknown origin, the doctor advised her to enroll in psychosomatic counselling. Diagnosis. Oh, Jesus Christ. Holy fuck. Moderate to severe automatic ataxia. What the fuck is ataxia? Is it some sort of blood disease? What is it? Oh, Jesus. A neurological sign consisting of lack of voluntary coordination of muscle movements that can include gait abnormality, speech changes, and How the fuck is she... I can't believe this. So she's been suffering with this, and obviously there's been a lot about whether the parents actually consent. There's been so much going on, yet we've actually never learned about it. That's so surprising. Jesus Christ. Pharmacotherapy. Holy shit. This is serious. Oh yeah, definitely. Also, considering the psychological stress on the patient herself, the explanation to be provided is the treatment of blood disease. Oh, God. So they're not even going to tell her what she genuinely has, because, ataxia. Yeah, ataxia that's different to, just a normal blood disease. And yet they're going to lie to her. Jesus, that's horrible. That's actually really quite interesting though, because I noticed whenever she gets stressed, it would really not take her much to get faint. I'm just really quite surprised it was this was behind it. Oh, autonomic ataxia, Jesus. God, that's horrible. I really hope she can actually be cured by this. Other notes. Personal information is to be strictly protected. The text below that point is unreadable scribbles in German. Right. It's a little bit weird. Why German out of all languages? Weird. It's actually really quite odd. I wonder what those scribbles are. I mean, why would they... Firstly, when they say scribbles, do they mean just, like, really, really bad writing? I wonder what they would actually be off. I mean, obviously wouldn't be off anything that isn't, you know, related to her diagnosis, but still, it's just so weird. Well, that was a really quite interesting day. I'm obviously going to call it a day here. Dude, I'm excited to read tomorrow. I really wonder how this investigation is just going to, you know, get more and more. Oh. I am very surprised. Right, I definitely didn't think I'd be reading that. That's actually going to be really quite interesting tomorrow, seeing what Miyuki has to say. Oh my god, so I took like a 20-minute break because I was feeling sick. Just to play only 6 minutes more. I mean, to be fair, I would have had to do it anyway, but like, still. That's so funny. But yeah, today was really fun. I really liked today. That's really quite interesting, just seeing, like, obviously getting to know Tomoe a little bit more, getting to know Oishi, Akasaka, and also going to Angel Mort. That was really funny, that Angel Mort scene. It was really quite interesting about the highway as well, and where Takano's body was actually discovered for the murder. And I'm going to be really quite interested how their progress of Takano's autopsy is actually going to manage. I wonder what's actually going to happen regarding it. I really wonder what's going to happen regarding these murders as well. I wonder how they're going to be solved, and I wonder which conclusion they're going to make. Even Akazaka, like one of the biggest ranked police members in the country, like, you know, top of public safety division, he can't find an answer. I mean, obviously he wouldn't be able to. He's only a human being. Just because he's really impressive doesn't mean he's, like, you know, above human. But, like, still, it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. I wonder how they're going to solve this, and I wonder how they're going to reduce the effects as well. This thing about Natsumi as well, Jesus Christ, that's horrible. I mean, I'm just really quite surprised it happened. By the way, I really do find it weird that, like, people in Hinamizawa, they really are susceptible to brain disease. I remember Rena had dysautonomia, and then this person, like Natsumi had, ataxia, like, autonomic ataxia. Like, I mean, I know this is probably just a coincidence. It's probably a really bad coincidence, but, like, 2 people of the same town having brain disease. I mean, brain diseases are really quite uncommon, so it's just really quite surprising that that's happened. But, yeah. Yeah, I suppose we're definitely going to be able to see the consequences of that. It was really cool seeing the investigation as well, just seeing how little they cooperate. And I find it really interesting that in this plot, Hatakeyama has actually been murdered in a different location. I wonder what the differences of that are going to be. But, yeah, anyway, I'm going to go to bed now. Hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And, yeah, see you in the next one. Bro, only... I suppose now that the 3rd days began, I can say only 2 full days until Christmas. That's going to be really quite cool. Right, see you guys.